I think we are live. Let me know if you can hear me out in the audience. Just give me some indication you can hear me. Just give me a nudge, a type saying yes, we can hear you. Think I'm live. Am I live, everyone? Let me know how I'm doing, if I'm live. Tells me I'm live, but I can't be sure. I know we have about 11 people watching.
Hybrid work is better with Lucid, the visual collaboration suite.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Well, good night, everyone. I would say good evening, but it's 6 o'clock. Some place of the world is night, other places evening. If you're in Asia, it's early morning. Welcome to the coach's desk and the watch along for the Jamaica versus Mexico. If you see me looking down, it's because my camera is up because I want to watch the game while I'm doing the watch along. So you'll see me facing the camera when the game starts, but for now I have to look down. I don't really want to move my camera again. But it's great to have you with us this evening. Would love to ensure as you come into the forum that you click the like button, you click the subscribe button, you make sure you're part of the community that we're building here on Coach's Desk. I want to welcome each of you to tonight's watch along. It should be an interesting game. Unfortunately, I do not have the lineup sheet as yet. I'm sure it probably dropped someplace because it is bless up Roderick. It is 6 o'clock. It's an hour before game time. Normally it drops by now. So if any of you have it and post it, I'll just click on it and ensure that we post it. But right now I don't have it. Bless up to all are in the live. Maurice, Gart, Kirmol. If I mispronounce your name, forgive me. Jerome, Roderick, Malcolm, Nathaniel. I make sure I link everyone who has come in. And while it's early in the program, it's easy to call out other names. It will get much more difficult as we go along. I'm trying to set up this nice screen in front of me so I can watch the game, commentate, but also engage with you. And so hopefully, look, we're looking and hopefully we'll have a wonderful evening. It's a crucial qualifier. We all are here with anticipation this evening as to what team the coach is going to pick, what formation he's going to play, what strategy he's going to employ, and more importantly, what the ultimate outcome is going to be. I think Upbeat is saying the lineup drop. Well, if the lineup drop for you, any one of you can just drop it in the comment section. I'll try to click on it and make sure I post it and let it run as a banner across the stream. I don't have it in front of me. I'm trying to multitask here. And as you know, I'm a novice doing this, probably my second or third time doing this. So I'm a novice, but I want to thank you for coming and joining us this evening. I am really looking forward to this game. Bless up Jamaica, 92. I'm really looking forward to this game for a number of reasons. One is we always have our perspective on the prior coach and the strategy. And for some people, lack thereof. We all were looking with renewed interest as to the last window we drew 2 games. And if we had been a little bit more thoughtful and played with a little more composure, we probably would have come out with 2 wins. And if the referee in the US game had done his job, frankly, would have at least walked away with 4 points from 6. And we should have been 6 points from 6, given the El Salvador game where we gave up a goal in the last minute. But that's water under the bridge. We are looking forward to this evening. It's at home. It's at the National Stadium. We know the field bumpy, so that should be to our advantage. I would assume a lot of the players have played on the field, maybe not the English-based players. I've seen a number of projected teams from a number of individuals who are supposed to be in the know-how. I don't know what they know because those teams I saw dropped, I wasn't looking forward to those teams. So I'm looking forward to, so, okay, here it is. So Upbeat, is this the team Upbeat or is that the team that you're projecting? Is this the team that's been dropped? Because I don't have that information. I have to go online and search. So Upbeat, tell me, is this the team that has been dropped today? Roderick is saying, you know what, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to come back to the team at some point. But Roderick is saying, Stanley look good for the Reggae Boyz because every team competing today have problems except Jamaica. Well, Roderick, I don't know about that in Jamaica. I always have problem. Either we create them ourselves or they just manifest themselves. But we always have some kind of problem. I'm assuming you're talking about like COVID or injuries or something that affect players being able to go on the field. And what we would love is that we win our games and the teams in front of us lose, frankly, or draw at a minimum. That would be good. So upbeat boss, you still haven't come back to me. Is this the team? So Brain Drain is saying, one second, Brain Drain is saying, I wonder what excuse Cataract and Simon will come. Well, Brain Drain, I think they were the one prognosticating, predicting what the team is going to be like. And apparently they weren't exactly right, were they? So I'm wondering if it's that where they got the information from. Now, if we look at this team, let me know in the comment section if you guys are comfortable with this team. Is this the team that you would have picked based on the available players? And I'm trying here to get a copy of this team so I can talk to it. As you come in, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. We want, as I've talked about before, we have a community here. We want to be part of the community. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you are returning personnel, returning, I'm gonna call it, use the word loosely, member, hit the like button. Let us know that you're here. We are looking forward to have a good evening. It's an interesting team, but let me know in the comment section how you feel about this team. And I'm trying to go back and forth with the lineup because I don't have the lineup here. I probably should copy it and try to post it periodically. Coach normally control this and he could probably post the lineup in the background. I don't have those skill sets yet. But as you can see from the lineup here, it's an interesting one. In the defense, it's what I expected. I expected Speedy, probably more Ravel versus Johnson. Reed hasn't played well, so I can see why he's out. Not shocked by Flemo. Very surprised by Walker. And obviously Antonio is a given, so interesting. And I think Fresh God is saying the same thing, which is Bobby has not been performing. I agree with you, Fresh God, so we shouldn't be shocked that he's not in the starting lineup. So let me know what you're in the comment section, what you think about this team, actually. Do you believe that this team should be the team? Or are you surprised by certain thing? As Paul Hall made a good impression, gave me a selection. I'm going to go through the comments. I may try to post the team up later. Fresh God, I'm going to need you to do me a favor, since you know I'm going to struggle here with how I manipulate this thing, is maybe you can post a team again as I go through these comments, because I have to click out of it to get there. Bless up, silly one. I'm just going to go through all of this. Now, Brain Drain said Ravel is starting. So why is it the team I saw earlier that was posted? I need authentic. That's why I don't like to do this, I like to know what the team is from the JFF official site. Because if Brain Drain is saying Ravel is starting, that means whoever posted that team didn't post the right team. Can somebody pull from the JFF site the team and put it in the comment section, check and post it? I'm trying to multitask here. I'm trying to go on Instagram or something to get that team. But I want to make sure we have the accurate team, because if Rabbit is starting, that means the team that was posted is not the right team. Okay, so Brian Drain is saying that was 10 players, so maybe we missed one. So Jerome said he posted it. Jerome, I don't see it, actually. Let me go back up. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that, okay, so let me just see here. It's another one posted. So Cremola is saying Twitter account. So it's Blake, Pinnock, Lowe, Lawrence, Brown, Williams, Johnson, Mars. Okay, so Brain Drain, you're right, as I was going to say as usual, but then you're not always right. But you're right. It was 10 players, and Ravel is in the mix. So my assume he's going to play maybe a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. I think it's more of a 4-3-3-1. I'd expect Pinnock, Lowe, Lawrence, and Brown, Williams and Johnson deep, Morrison in the 10, Flemo and Walker out wide, and Antonio in the middle, which is not shocking, actually. I think this makes a lot of sense. Maybe the only person here that we all thought about or maybe a couple of people would be in the team. Maybe Reed, one could make a case for him, even though he hasn't played well for the national team. I would say since the first game of the Gold Cup. And Stewart, and even though in my previous predicted lineup, I penciled in Stewart, I am not surprised. He came on the island late. He's been injury prone. And I think the coach, when he gave his press conference, sort of gave you some indication as to whether or not Stewart would start. I'm sorry, because he mentioned that he wants to incorporate him into the team. And when coach speaks like that, then it seems to suggest that is not deemed to be an integral part of trying to get him involved with the team. And therefore, we should not be surprised that he's not in the starting lineup. But it's a good team. Let me know. What's your prediction for the evening? Do you think we can carry this out? Mexico is wounded. And we know how when teams are wounded, they come out fighting. And they're also missing a few players like Lozano, who are very good players and are not in the team for different reasons, whether it's injury and or COVID. I think someone mentioned previously that we're probably one of the few, if maybe the only unaffected teams, given whether it's injuries. I mean, our injury situation has been known a while ago, whether it's Bailey, for example, is out. And then, we all lament the fact that Gray didn't get his passport, because Bailey and Gray with this team would be simply awesome, actually. It would be really an exciting front line, coupled with a balanced midfield, and what I deem to be a very good defense. I do think that we have the players tonight to get a positive outcome. But let me hear what your thoughts are. Global Solution, you said check 98 qualifier. You're thinking about how we came from behind to qualify. Yeah, but this is 2022, so 98 was 24 years ago, somewhere close to that. It's a different journey, different year, different decade, different everything, different century, frankly, from when we last qualified. We're in 2022, so. So see, coach has posted the lineup for me. And as you can see, we'll keep the lineup up there. So then I can click on your comments now more easily. Neo is saying Neo pick this exact team? Let me say the word Neo. I found it interesting. Anyone got this team right? The first 7 or 8, I think, were predictable. The Lamar Walker and the Flemo, even though I did have Flem in one of my team when I picked, and I got a lot of 4s and 5 in some cases, actually. But I thought we need true wingers to spread the field. You heard that coach from Hartford yesterday talking about trying to spread the Mexicans out, which I think is a good strategy. We need space to play. We can't clog the middle of the field. We don't have that technical ball playing, ball retention skill to really be concentrated in the middle of the park. We need to spread it out, try to use our athleticism to get behind the Mexican defense and put pressure on them. So I do think traditional wingers and a more traditional 4-3-3 makes a lot of sense. 3 at the back could have worked because our strength is in the defense. If you think about Mariappa, think about Lee. We do have a lot of players who defensively think about the strength of the squad and the mix of the squad. Our defense may be our strongest component of our team. So the leader says, Cataract needs to let me know what side does he wear of a Cavalier journey from. Oh, the leader. Is this Paul Malcolm? The man actually calls himself the leader. Wow. Jamaicans and their arrogance, I'm telling you. And some people call it confidence. I'm going to increase that a little bit. The leader. The man actually calls himself the leader. Bless up the leader. Thanks for joining us. Cataract must be at this. I would think he's at the stadium because he now deems himself. I use the word deems himself to be official media. So I'm sure he got his media pass to go into the stadium. I'm surprised you're not at the stadium, Maxwell. I'm surprised you're not at the stadium. I thought you'd be at the stadium this evening, given your affiliation with as a scout and as a person who have access and influence. I thought you'd be at the stadium, and it'd be the best place to be, frankly, at this point. It's very, very unfortunate that the government didn't allow spectators in the stands. Even though, look, I mean, in some countries, that's the case. We can't follow the Premier League, which, frankly, apart from maybe some other African countries, some other countries, in the US, the countries which are very well vaccinated can afford that. Those which don't have a significant percentage of their population vaccinated and people exercising due caution as they should are somewhat challenged, given the burden that people who are infected can place on your infrastructure, including your health facilities. So I think governments are very concerned about that and their ability to serve their population, and therefore are going to be concerned about allowing large gathering of people, which, as we all know, does create a spike in infection rates, which then spread rapidly. So we can understand the perspective of the government, but I do think they could have had a better strategy, which is, even though you can be infected when you're inoculated, or when, I should say, vaccinated, I'm not sure you're inoculated, but I think it would be good if they could substantiate vaccinated people coming to the stadium. They should have allowed that someone. It's very burdensome on the JFF, who, as we know, are challenged financially to not have people in the stands, actually. And also for the team, even though Paul Hall indicated that the team feel the vibes, even through different mediums, of spectators, of fans, and how they support the team, and they know we're with them. There's nothing like being in the stadium, cheering boisterously, really pushing and promoting your team. The players do feel the vibes. The players do feel the energy. And the energy resonates across the pitch, the football field, and therefore it would be good if we had the crowds in the stand, but we don't. So we just have to be at home cheering, hoping, and hoping the players really play up to their capability, and the home field is an advantage, and that we come out victorious. It will be a tough task this evening because we know Mexico, no matter who they put on the field, has a litany of players, all with similar capabilities. And it's going to be tough, but I think we do have the people in the team, the players in the team, to get a good outcome. Again, I'll go to the team. As you see on the screen, it's Blake in goal, which is no surprise. Pinnock on the left, playing alongside Lowe on the right. Taxi out left. I'm assuming that's how the coach is going to set this up based on history. So if I get it wrong, don't tell me, Cranky, you're totally way off, because that's how they've played in the past. Brown on the right. Speedy playing deep with Johnson. Ravel being the orchestrator in the number 10 slot, trying to supply Antonio, Flemo, and Walker. And if we play like that, then we should be in good stead. Someone said here, Lamar Walker earned his space in 11, full stop. Now, I'm not sure how we... So Ian Campbell, I'm not sure what you mean by earned his way into the 11. What has he done in the qualifiers today to earn his place in the 11? I mean, have any of our forwards, apart from maybe Nicholson and Antonio, earned their way? I'm not sure any of those forwards have done enough to deem to be earned their way. So I'm not sure I agree with that. Up top, Granky, what's your prediction for tonight? Data boss, me not predict yet. I predict later, closer to the game time. I am struggling with that. I want to predict closer to the game time. I have to think about it a little bit. Shaquille is saying, I'm happy with this starting 11, given the 23-man squad. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure it's a totally predictable 11. I think a lot of people, when they predict their 11, some would have Flemo and Walker in the team. Others sort of stack the team what they deem to be the best players. So a lot had Gray. I don't think Paul Hall would have been smart playing Gray and Antonio up top. I just don't buy into that, actually. Jerome is saying, Cronky, the government had no problem with fans being at Savannah, Caymanas Park. Yeah, I guess I would assume that those who run the horse racing business in Jamaica, and maybe the funds from horse racing, I don't know how it's distributed, maybe some go back to the government, but that they have more influence. They've been doing it for a while. You know, measures they employ. Maybe they have more social distance at Caymanas Park. I don't know. You guys would know more than I do. I don't follow horse racing. But it's a good question for the government to answer. I'm not sure it's being posed to the government, especially the Minister of Sports, which is why you're allowing horse racing to occur and not allowing, something as significant as a World Cup qualification game to, for fans to be in the stadium. Curious as to what has occurred. What is allowed? Rum Blood said the best starting 11 is Blake, Lee, Pinnock, Lowe, Brown, Williams, Johnson, Morrison, Walker, Antonio. It's very similar. I mean, the difference you have there is Taxi versus Lee. And guys, I must say this though, which is I think Taxi has played well throughout the qualifiers. And I know we saw Greg Lee for one half a game, not even a whole game, and we're replacing Taxi already. I think Paul Hall was very familiar with the players. At least people like Taxi, for example, has been with the program now since inception of the qualifiers. I think he's made the right decision playing Taxi. I watched Taxi in the Peru game. I thought he did really well, actually, while he was on the field. So I can't say Taxi doesn't deserve his place. Roderick Sharp is saying Jamaica 3, Mexico 0. Wow. That's optimism. That's one thing about fans, extremely optimistic. No matter what happens, even if your brain telling you one thing, your heart is saying something else, you don't follow your heart because that's what you want. So, but I think 3 love. Have we scored 3 goals in any qualifier today? Can't recall that. Costa Rica 2, Honduras 2. No, we haven't scored 3 in any qualifiers. So, and I can't remember scoring 3 in the Gold Cup either. Or did we have one game with 3? We may have had one. No, but we don't score a lot of goals. It's not what we do. Now look, Antonio's only played 3 games, and the last game was, I think, his first full game. He's getting acclimated to the region, maybe not to the Mexican team. So maybe that will, if he can get the supply from Ravel, and we need to see the real Ravel, who we know have the ability, the skill set, the passing skills, the ball retention skills, to do well tonight. Sorry, Travis is saying, all you people who believe in 3 and 5 at the back, defense formation, that back 4, Paul House said. Yeah, give me 1 second. I think it'd be tough for him to play 3 at the back, just given the need for his wing play. So, I'm not surprised he's playing 4 at the back. I'm sure he's thought through it. I think he was, excuse me, I think I probably talked too much. I'll get some walk, I apologize. I think he was really pleased with the Peru game, the first half of the game anyway. And I think that's reflected some of the players he has on the field in terms of Walker. Maybe less so for Flemo, but I think he was pleased with that performance. And I probably gave him more confidence in the rest of the players, actually. I think I'm losing up my voice. Bless up, J. Russ. Thanks for joining. Welcome. I think we have my last check is 160 plus people in the chat. I want to see a few likes. Hit up the like button, people. And if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. And welcome to the coach's desk. Watch along. It's too early to be losing my voice. It's only 6:24. My voice is going already. That's amazing. And I thought I could talk all day, but it's not working out that way. Roderick is saying, yeah, bless up the freshman. Fresh guy is always doing an excellent job in terms of encouraging people to either hit the like button or hit the subscribe button, or just motivating people in the chat. So love all your comments. Bring them on. Bring all your comments on. I want to make one point actually before we go further. It's around how we communicate about our players. And you've heard me say this a few times before, which is there's nothing wrong with providing constructive criticism on players and expressing your view as to players and their capability. But there's a way to do so. And sometimes we seem to come across a little bit mean. And I do that sometimes, so I have to take not myself, which is if something would say, in Jamaican terms, player not good, and that resonate really bad with players, we could say they need to enhance their skill set, they need to get better. But sometimes we're going in hard as we can because we want to emphasize our point. And sometimes it resonates really badly with players, and we keep overemphasizing that. Bless up, Chris Smith. So I do think we got to think sometimes about how much we're beating players, because it's not a good look sometimes. And I mentioned in the time before last I was on, which is Ghana is feeling the repercussion of that. Ghana is feeling the repercussion of the whole voodoo thing they do. Their players do, coupled with players don't want to play for Ghana because of how they treated Asamoah Gyan when he played in the World Cup and missed that penalty. And their players were born in Ghana, are born outside of Ghana. Very good players. You think about Eric Lamptey, you think about Hudson-Odoi. There's a bunch of players, some in Spain, some in France, who don't want to play for Ghana because of how their fans treat their players. So we do want to support our players. We do have to criticize sometimes. We have the right to criticize, it's our opinion. But sometimes I think we go overboard. And I thought we went way overboard with Haka, frankly, because nobody deserves to be beaten 24/7 in every single forum. People running banners, Haka out, and having a whole program on Haka. Haka can't pick himself. Haka doesn't ask to be in the team. I didn't support Haka being in the team. I just thought Haka did a great job for the country, but his time was out. But I don't think we should be beating people 24/7. How does this family feel and he feels when he's trying his best? He's been picked by the coach. Beat the coach. If you're gonna beat somebody, beat the coach. Don't kill Haka when we can say our views on him and his performance or lack thereof, and his contributions or lack thereof, but it can't be 24/7. At some point, it's like the cutoff point. So no, he's no longer in the team. He's on standby, and hopefully that will subside. But we do have to consider when we're talking about players, critiquing players, that sometimes when is enough enough? That's the thing. When is enough enough? Come on, people, more comments, more comments. I might not see all the comments. I do want to post your comments as much as possible, especially the ones who are really focused on the Reggae Boyz. And the fact that we should get a positive outcome. Ray said Mexico will attack early, score early goal, and the end result will be Mexico 3, Jamaica 0. Hey, Ray, are you Jamaican or Mexican or US? What's your lineage? What's your background? I would be finding it hard for Jamaica to be beaten 3 by Mexico tonight. I know when we played Mexico in Mexico, it was a very, very difficult game. I mean, they should have scored 3-4 goals, frankly. They had an easy header. They missed a clear-cut tap in. We fought really hard, but we're at home. And I think we played well at home, apart from the Panama game. We could have beaten Canada, and we actually beat the US. We just didn't get the result. So I wouldn't say that we would get 3 from Mexico. But as I said, before the game starts, I'll give my prediction as I think about it. But look, I think some people are underestimating Mexico. I'm not sure why, given their history. But we shouldn't. Ricky Trooper is saying, is the first I'm not nervous to watch a Jamaica game. I feel the victory tonight. Here I go. As I mentioned before, some people are very, very confident. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Or are you utterly confident that we're going to get a positive outcome tonight? Because normally if some people come into the forum, they're a little bit jittery. They're concerned. They can see us losing. And if you're confident, why? Is it because of the lineup? Is it because of the new coach? What is it that drives or that gives you that sense of confidence in the team? Playing against a good Mexico team who have lost their way a little bit in the World Cup qualifiers in the last 2 games, but who are a very, very good team. Can anyone post the link in the chat for Rex? Rex, it's on CBS Sports. It's on Paramount Plus. It's on Telemundo if you're in the US, and I think it's channel 41. It's on HES Gold. It's on a number of different streams. And I think Telemundo, it's a free Telemundo, not the app. And I'm gonna welcome in the panel, Neo. Good evening. How are you doing, sir?
Hey Frankie, how are you doing, man? I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Great. Yeah. Wow. It is a big night for the Reggae Boyz, a big night for Jamaica, a big night for all of us who have been on this journey. It's been more than a year now since this thing has launched. So hopefully, after a period of trying times, We have a new coach, and hopefully we're gonna turn over a new page and get a victory tonight.
Silly One is saying, I am nervous now more than ever, not because of the lineup, but because it is a must-win and it's a critical game in our chances to get to the World Cup. Yeah, Silly One. I mean, I have mixed emotions. I'm proceeding with an abundance of caution when it comes to my confidence. I am encouraged by the team that's been selected. I'm encouraged by how the coach speaks, even though I haven't seen his product yet. It's the first time, actually, Neil, we have lost a game 3-0 to a team and people walk away feeling good about the team, locally based players. So I'm not saying it says more about how the team played in the first half, about the coach and his strategy, but I think people are confident, it seems, going into the game against a Mexico team, which is a good team.
Right. I agree with you. I think that one of the things that we need to remember is that confidence is a big part of this game, right? And so some of us might believe that, we shouldn't be here, or, we don't have what it takes. There are some of us who believe that we have more than it takes. You have the overconfident and the people who are nervous. I think that when I look at the coach's selection on the field, I had messaged that I picked the same team exactly. I think it's a good balanced team. I think that there is some youth in it. It's going to be a blistering pace. We see Flemings and Walker there. So I think that, the coach is looking for a balanced approach. I urge people out there who are feeling nervous to also have a balanced approach. Know that there are people on this team who are world class. There are people on this team who are, up and coming. There are people on this team who have experience. There are people on this team who have youth. So I think that it's a good blend. And I think that you should not feel afraid to be confident that we'll do well tonight.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think the first 20 minutes of the game would give us some indication as to how this game will be played. Is Mexico going to attack? I mean, their pattern of play is sort of similar because of where they play. They're a very ball possession team, looking to penetrate, play out wide, spread you out, and try to get the ball in the middle and try to score on you. And I'm not sure what strategy we're going to employ. What do you expect in terms of strategic approach for the game tonight?
Well, listen, I think one of the best examples to recall is the USA game. And I remember with the USA game, the coach afterwards said that Jamaica came with an objective, with fire in their stomach, and they wanted to win this game. I think that at that time, but for I think the referee who disallowed Lowe's goal did himself and Jamaica a big disservice. I think we should have won that game. I am reminded also that USA has beaten Mexico every time they play recently, right? And I think that the strategy in that game was to go guns blazing, to press and not to shrink away. And so I think that Coach Hall would use that as a good template for what would happen tonight. Furthermore, usually as the away team, you kind of sit back and you try to grow into the game because, this is home turf, although thanks to, the virus and our government, we don't have the 12th man in the stands, but this is still, a home game for us. So I think we will go out there. I think we will run at them. And I expect that I don't want to say unlike other times, but I expect that Antonio might put something away earlier on in the game. I think that we have other people there who can score as well. And if that is the case, I think that Mexico will be in trouble.
Yeah, I do think we have to use the attributes that where we're stronger than Mexican, our physicality, our ability in the air, our size, I should say, because I'm not sure our ability in the air is better than the Mexicans, even though they're much shorter than we do. We seem to get a jump in the box. I'm looking at the CBS. They have the preview game here, and they're showing the lineup. They're showing a little bit interesting construct, but they're showing Johnson playing adjacent to Morrison and Speedy deeper. It's almost like a 4-1-2-3, or I guess it's a 4-3-2, 4-2-3-1. But they're not showing that. They're showing a bit different formation. I think he played DJ beside Williams, actually, beside Speedy. And played Morrison at 10. That's what I expect.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I pointed out is that with this 3-5-2 system, one of the things that you want to do when you do that system is to overload on the wing. You want some speed there. So I'm thinking that, I think that Walker will probably be switching with DJ throughout the game. I mean, I don't expect it to be, static. I expect in that midfield for them to be moving around, hopefully. And giving the Mexicans things to think about, throwing them off their game by mixing it up.
Yeah, Fresh Guy is saying, was nervous before the lineup was out, but I'm relaxed now. I know my team can do it. It's interesting. I get the sense there's a little bit more consensus. I wouldn't say total consensus about the 11 picked from the 23 versus what I've seen in the past. Now, I know there's one name that people didn't want to see, which probably affect their thinking and destroy all confidence they have. But I'm seeing much more comfort and much more agreement and a more consensus on the team that's been picked tonight. And the team that's been picked, and I mentioned this last night actually, which is the assessment you do is based on what team the coach picks that give you some sense of comfort, and it goes from there, right? What team he picks, then what strategy you employ, and how the players execute. So therefore, it's a good thing to see that people are very comfortable with starting 11. There may be one person or so that people have a differing opinion on, but I get the sense that people are relaxed about, the game, more relaxed, I should say, not totally relaxed, because we're picking players who they expect to be. I'm surprised people are in agreement that Lamar Walker should start. I could see Flemo starting. He played in the Gold Cup. He played in some World Cup qualifiers game. He's done okay, not excellent. But Lamar Walker, I didn't really see that one totally. I thought it would be more Bobby Reed getting his experience versus Lamar Walker. What's your thoughts?
I think it's interesting because I think I get that. Lamar Walker is not the first name on the top of mind when it comes to, who we think some of our better players are. I think that Coach Hall went to Peru and he put Walker out there. One of the things Walker showed was that he has the legs. In other words, he can keep up the intensity. I guess he also showed that he is willing to run at defenders and take them on. And I think he probably drew a couple of free kicks. And I think also more than anything else I think he displayed a willingness, Walker did, to do what the coach instructed him to do. And I think that more than anything else is one of the reasons why they picked him. And I think also he's somebody that the Mexicans are not familiar with, So they're.
Did he play in the Mexico game?
Did he play? I don't know. Did
he played, but he didn't touch the ball. I thought he played, but he didn't touch the ball. If you guys can tell me in the chat, I almost recall that he played, but I may be wrong. He didn't play against Panama, so I thought he played against Mexico. Maybe I'm wrong.
So let me state it another way. He is not somebody that is featured, a lot of times, and therefore, he's an unknown quantity in a sense. So as I said, I think that they're, if you ask me if there are other players out there who we could have put on, I think if Bailey was here, I think that if Ruth was here, I think that if other people were here, perhaps he may not have gotten the look that he got tonight. However, I think that, based on the team that we have and the people who are assembled, I think that he was in the right place at the right time to get a look tonight. And I hope he does well. I mean, I think that if it's not working out, he'll be substituted. And I think in terms of game management, it appears from previous experience that Coach Hall is more willing to make a change or quicker anyway, rather than wait until we're in trouble. So it will be interesting to see. I think, as I said before, I view him as youth in the team. I view him as keeping up the pace, as following the coach's instructions and taking on players. You know, a lot of the English guys are not used to running at players, right? You know, so Walker brings that to the team tonight, and that's something that we could use.
I hope you're right. I mean, Jason is saying there's more faith in the coach and his philosophy, so more faith in the lineup. I guess it goes back to the whole view of if the coach communicates well, even though we haven't seen the product on the field, then people get more comfort from that because they're equating his intellect with his footballing philosophy and ultimately outcome.
I pray that that our faith in him is rewarded.
Brain drain. You don't see me interact with people in the chat. I'm trying to post all the comments. Wow, I'm posting the comments. I'm talking to Neo. It's a combination. I'm getting to all the comments. I'm trying to post the ones which I think resonates with the audience. So people make comments about each other and about other things. I'm trying to post the ones which are pertinent. Brain drain.
I think brain. That's a call for attention.
Yeah, I post yours. It wasn't pertinent, by the way, but I still post it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to post every single one. Brain drain. So you're giving me a hard time.
Thank you, Dante. Thank you.
Big up, Dante. Dan. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you joining the forum and joining the watch along. Now, keep posting the comments. I'm reading through all the comments. I'm listening to Neo at the same time. I'm multitasking. I'm trying to post all the comments.
Yep. I'll keep eye on the comments too, Cranky.
All right. Foreign Spider says Lamar played trash against the US, but if you watch the other games, you see the potential. Yeah, I think he did well against. Look, I think Paul Hall actually leveraged information he deduced from the Peru game to inform his decision about this game, frankly. I don't think it was just a practice game. He was trying to see players, how they combine chemistry. And so, yeah, I think it wasn't just I'm going to use my own term, useless practice game. I think he was looking to see what he was trying to employ, his strategy was executed against, especially in the first half. I think we struggled second half because I don't think we're a pressing team. I'm very concerned if we just go out and press really hard in the first 30 or 40 minutes that we won't have anything for the second half. I would hope we do what we call measured and managed pressing versus just pressing for pressing's sake. Because first of all, the Mexicans are very good in possession. You have to be cautious about how you press. I mean, no one likes to be pressed, frankly, and press with our athleticism, but we have to be careful about how we press because we can burn ourselves out and have nothing there for the second half.
Absolutely. And by the way, big up Fresh God. Yeah, I think you're right. You know, one of the things is you don't want to, like I said, I think there is youth and experience in the team. You certainly don't want to you certainly don't want to press and they get caught behind with a long ball because of your exuberance. You know, I expect that the coach would have given them that talk. You know, one of the things that I liked was the fact that he said that, you know, on the second day, I think, of training, or the first day of training, he said that, listen, we're stopping and we're going to do a whole lot of video work. And he referenced how the United States played against Mexico. And he said, you know, that is, you know, a template for what we want to do too. And I think that, you know, when I see the USA play, they do press, but they're also, you know, they're also watching their back. It's not that we, you know, have to emulate USA completely, but we have to look for what worked against Mexico, what we did in the previous game. And I think, you know, in terms of fearing that we're going to press too much, remember, this is Mexico. So let's not kid ourselves. Mexico is a powerhouse in CONCACAF. I don't think that we're going to go in there running blindly at them. At the end of the day, Jamaica will always respect Mexico and Mexico's game. But certainly, we need to win tonight. And, you know, I think we're going to go there and play like we mean to win.
So Adam is saying, I'm glad Robin, DJ, and Antonio are all starting as we really need them to shine to get all three. Don't disagree with that, Adam. Shane is saying, Lamar has something that probably Paul Hall knows is part of our DNA as a football nation and wants to implement for his new system. What is that something you're referring to? to Shane. I'm curious, Mr. Stewart, as to what is that something that differentiating factor you think we have that the coach has seen and is trying to bring out of Lamar in tonight's game. Everybody's saying very good starting lineup. We don't disagree. Here's a link. Someone push up for the game, and Fresh God always have the link.
Yeah, man, gentlemen, people, good evening.
Coach,
hey,
good
Coach.
evening. Welcome. And, well, Coach is color. So people, Coach is at the National Stadium. He must have just arrived. Coach, I don't see you now. You look like you came in and drop out. Trying to give us a report from the stadium.
I don't know if his internet dropped or something.
And
I'm sure he'll be back.
You need to pay for him data plan so he can get good reception. Coach is back.
Here he is.
Coach, we can see you now. Can you hear us? Nah, he's struggling. Sometimes maybe if he's in the stadium itself, it's probably the reception probably is not the greatest.
Right.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I would love to hear his views on the vibes in the stadium, the vibes in the camp. Coach, we can see you. Can you hear us?
You sound low, cranky. But
No.
big up to all the people that are on watching. Yeah, man, the team just finished their warm-up activity, went through their paces. They look, warm-up is just warm-up. But from the little voices I'm hearing around the stadium, the team looks good. And they are pleased with the starting 11. And they are hoping that this team will go about and do an incredible job. You know what I mean? So we hope that they will do what they need to do to pull off this victory. Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. So definitely, Cranky, big up yourself, you and Neo, and others who are putting in the work to ensure that, we stay current with what is happening. All right. So definitely, we will give you an update halftime so that you know what is happening. All right.
All right, Coach. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. For those of you who are in the chat and requesting the link, Fresh God is posting multiple links in the chat. I think he had one with a sports component to it previously, and now he has HESGOAL, which is very reliable. HESGOAL, if you can't read it, is the link.com, and that's a very good link. You get a lot of sports, not just these games, but a lot of not just football, actually. A lot of games on that sports link. So check out that link. It's a little bit slower in terms of the feed, but it comes in pretty good on any of your devices, actually. And also, if you're in the US, you can watch it on CBS Sportsnet. You can watch it on Paramount. You can watch it on Telemundo. I think in the Caribbean, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw ESPN, one of the ESPN channels in the Caribbean ESPN. So it's on a number of different forums you can actually watch the game. When Mexico plays, frankly, the game's always broadcast on a number of different media outlets, actually. And I think Travis is saying it's Flow Sports in Jamaica. So there's a lot of mediums you can actually watch the game. If you don't have Flow Sports, go on HESGOAL. You can watch it on HESGOAL. And I'm sure there are probably other forums actually. If you go on the internet and type in, you can probably get the game. And would love for each of you to watch the game. We have over 206 of us people in the watch along in the forum. You got to get the likes up, people. Get the likes. If you're new, subscribe. We appreciate it.
Yeah. And I think one of the things I observed today was that this game is the irony is that we don't have the fans in the stands, but this is going to be one of the most watched games in the world today. As you say, it's been on all of those outlets. There are a lot of Mexicans watching the game. There are a lot of people here in the US who are watching the game. But I think also there are a lot of people waiting to see if the Reggae Boyz can recreate the magic of 1998. So while our government has starved the boys of fans, we have definitely punched above our weight in terms of games streaming and the game being broadcasted on screens.
So I was calling around today, Neil, to get another Reggae Boy jersey, one of the more updated ones. And I called the store in Brooklyn. No one picked up. They opened at 11. Someone from the store called me back, and I said, I'm looking for a Reggae Boy jersey in 2021. And he said, I don't have any. And he's like, oh, they're playing Mexico tonight. You want to bet? I'm like, bet? What do you mean bet? Where are you from? It's like, he's from Mexico. He's from Mexico, obviously. They're pretty confident about this game. So my hope is that we sort of negate that confidence and put a whacking in them and send them home, actually. Because as you're right, whether it's in the US or Mexico, there are millions of people watching this game tonight.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's I think that, in 1997, 1998, in that campaign, when I think the game that we qualified was that game against Mexico, right? It seemed as if the Mexicans kind of backed off in that game once they realized that no matter if they win or lose, that they were on their way through anyway. I don't know if that is true, but it appeared to me, I was at the game, that they kind of backed off a little bit. Nothing like that will be happening tonight. The Mexicans have lost 2 games in a row, and they have lost to the USA twice. And so, all of Mexico is watching them very closely, and they're going to give us as good as they get tonight, guys.
So God bless. No one who name themselves God bless you. You have to be Jamaican because you're not right now youth in anything, and you have picked 4 love against your side. Why man? Hey, no can't buckle a man for Mister. Mister, I can't buckle on people, but I don't want you to come at top with 4 love for your own team. You don't have respect for your team, man. You. Eh? You see, me have the other side of me have to come out now when the thing that happen. We don't understand that, man. You have called 4 love for your team. You wouldn't even say 2 love or 1 love. We can understand, say, you may predict you'll lose, but 4 love, you don't have no respect for him, man. None. 4 love. We not predict 4 love. So I was going to predict the game. I'm going to predict a 2-1 victory, actually. I do have confidence in this team this evening, even though I think Mexico going to come out with all guns blazing, and they're a much better ball position team. I do think we'll get the ball to our midfielders. We progress the ball tonight. We'll get the ball out to Antonio and out to Flemo and to Lamar Walker. Hopefully they play their best game and we come up with victorious. And God bless you. So I don't like to buckle people, but come on, God bless, man. You can't do that, God bless. Can't do that. You can't say 4 love for your team. Come on, God bless. Have some more confidence, man. Yeah, even if you think of 4 love, say a 2 love. Make it sound better than 4 love.
He just made himself a target.
Huh? Oh, wait. Galaxy. We don't know where the Galaxy. Galaxy. If Lamar scores 2 tonight, free drinks for everyone. But Galaxy, me no drinks. Let me take some water. But where are you based, Galaxy? We want to know where you're based in, so we can come for your free drinks. And we have about 270 plus people on the like, so enough drinks that now. And some of them are not drink nothing but $100 bottles, They don't drink cheap stuff, Galaxy. And they want a whole bottle too. Then I want on glass. Man said free drinks for everybody. We all hold it to it. We all hold it to Galaxy. We're gonna hold you to it.
Yeah. Well.
The game is close to starting. It's 6:54. They're showing Paul Hall on the screen. He's in a black jersey. That's interesting. The players are marching down the tunnel. I can see Bobby Reed. I can see someone else. I can't make the face out. The players are marching out, actually. Number 10 is Walker. There's some coaching staff personnel. Personnel are coming out on the field. I see Greg Lee. I see Bobby Reed. I guess those are the substitutes who are coming out. But it's almost game time, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost game time. It's almost game time. Odibod, you can watch it. I'm not sure where you are, Odibod, but in Jamaica, they mentioned it's on Flow. On Flow. If you're in the US, it's CBS Sports, it's Paramount Plus, it's Telemundo. I think also, if I'm not mistaken, maybe on ESPN in the Caribbean, but Flow in Jamaica. You have also streaming websites, so HESGO, HESGOAL.com. There's a myriad of different places where you can watch the game. The referee and his support staff, as I call my linesmen, and the officials are marching down the tunnel. It's almost game time.
Yeah, Telemundo is pretty reliable.
Yeah, my feed is a little bit slow. I'm not on my TV. I'm actually streaming the game so that I can watch it on my monitor while I communicate with the audience. So my feed may be a little bit slower. So you may be posting. I don't know how much I'm behind, Neo, but I may be a little bit behind actually.
Yeah, not quite sure. My feed, I'm now looking at the Mexican bench.
Yes, what someone's seeing also.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the Mexican bench, and they're showing that Mexico in the last 5 games against Jamaica is 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Mexico is winless in its last 4 matches. Let's make it 5 this evening. Again, here is the link. Anyone who wants to watch the game, there are a couple links here. There's HESGO, there's Sports Hub, there's VIP Box TV. So there's a number of different links. Thanks again, Fresh God. You always do a wonderful job, a great job of posting the link where we can watch the game. So if you're not close to your TV, or if you don't have some of the venues where you can watch this game, like a CBS Sports or Flow, there are websites you can watch the game on. The websites are posted. I'll keep on reposting these as we go through the evening, actually.
And Jordan,
please hit the like.
Jordan says that the referees look like they're Mexican. Jordan, I did look at them. They do look like they may be from Central America too, or South America. I did notice that, but one of the differences tonight, and I hope it will go in our favor. I believe that VAR is at the stadium tonight. I've heard various people say that. I'm not 100% sure. But that will be another interesting part of the game tonight, to see how that is used. One of the things about the Mexicans is I actually think the Mexican team, they can play pretty dirty sometimes, and they like to flop and act and do all of this stuff. So, so VAR might actually work against them. On the other hand, so our team will ramp for put some tackle on the people. So, we're going to have to be careful because VAR will be watching as well.
Lushy's asking CBS. No, Lushy's CBS Sports Network, not CBS, the over-the-air channel. So it's CBS Sports Network if you're in North America or in the US to watch the game, actually. I see someone is a political comment here. I won't post it. To vote some party. And some people are saying PNP in, JLP out. If you start the politics in Jamaica, may I make a comment? May I divert a little bit? Politics now help help yourself. Politics thing, I mash up the country. But the politics thing, no PNP, no JLP. Big business run the world. If you want a job, if you want to be successful, help yourself. Don't even know politics thing. Politics can be very divisive. I don't support any party. I want people to do well, people to think for themselves. But anyway, we'll go back to the football. The teams are coming out on the field. I want to preach to you guys, but don't make politics much at the country. Move from the politics thing. And the players are very, very serious. We can see our goalkeeper, Blake, who's the captain for the team. Both teams are walking out, marching out behind their officials. We will next have the playing of the national anthems. And it's going to be ball rolling in a minute.
God bless the boys. God bless the boys.
Yeah, well, I hope the boys perform tonight. Look, I'm very optimistic about the boys and their motivation. And if their motivation, even if we say we don't have the same quality as the Mexican, being at home, being motivated, being incentivized to do really well, I think that should carry us across the line, actually. Cameras are showing the players, Taxi, DJ, who else? Now we're seeing a more distant
Walker was there too.
Yeah, he's there too, but they're showing a more distant view now. So we're seeing both teams. And the sad thing about these people is that you can see some people in the grandstand in the background, probably mainly officials and media personnel, but it's just very desolate to look in the background and see lack of people in the stands or number of people in the stand. It's very sad, actually, and very, very unfortunate that we don't have more people in the stands. Very unfortunate. But it's almost game time. Flex says this message brought to you by Stan Kroenke. No, we don't have no company. Stan Kroenke is a borrowed name. I love the name because he gets a lot of flack, and I don't mind getting flack. Christopher Curry saying Jamaica is gonna win 2-0 tonight. I hope you're right, Christopher. And 3 would be bad either. Big Eddie says it is affluent, wealthy people in the stands. I don't know about Big Ed. Some of the people in the stands are people that we know, and they told me they're not affluent, so I'm not sure about that. But there's some maybe. You never know. Jose is saying, so Jose, are you from Mexico? Then I don't want to judge you by your name, but you're saying Mexico is going to win. Are you from Mexico, Jose? And if you are, welcome to the stream. And I hope you're wrong. That's all I'll say about that. Someone is saying live sport text. I assume, Rupert, that's also a channel we can watch the game on. Again, Fresh Dot is posting where we can watch the game. It's on HESCO. I can't hear the national anthem, guys, because I'm on my computer here, and that's where I get the feed from. So I have to just, I'm watching the game on a monitor, but I've turned it down. So it doesn't, I don't get the feedback when I'm speaking to you. So you guys will, I think they're playing Jamaican national anthem because I see Paul Hall looking very serious with his mask on, actually.
I can tell Cranky looking at Paul Hall that the weight of the occasion is resting on his shoulders. I have observed a change in his, the way he carries himself and the way he walks, the way he talks since he has become head coach. I think he's doing a good job managing the press, a good job managing the fans, a good job managing the players. So I really wish him well tonight. I hope that this is a new era for us. No matter what happens tonight, I want the boys to play well.
I agree with you. Foreign Spider saying Paramount says Mexico has to get 7 points or the coach is out. It's going to be a battle, but I think we got this one. I mean, I think you mean 7 points from this window because they have 3 games. Yeah, look, it's Mexico. They change their coaches like we change our clothes if things are not going well. They're not afraid to make a change. There's no way Mexico would have gone 1 win in 8 and just making a change. Not happening. What is Flex saying? One thing with HESCO, them August talk. I'm not sure I gather that.
Yeah, I think that he's saying that the feed from time to time.
Oh yeah. Well, try
out a refresh.
Yeah, or try other feeds. Actually, we sort of mentioned some of the avenues you can watch the game. CBS Sports in the US. You can watch it on Paramount Plus. You can watch it on Flow in Jamaica, HESCO, and I think Fresh got a post previous in the link about 3 different sites you can watch it on. They're now showing the Jamaica team, and again, repeat the team. It is Andre Blake in goal, Taxi on the left, playing beside Pinnock and Low on the right. We have Javane Brown. In the middle, we have DJ and Speedy and Morrison. And we have Flemo, Lamar Walker, and Antonio. Balanced team, look more like a 4-2-3-1, but we'll see how that goes as the game progresses. Players are gathered out, having their last word amongst themselves, probably doing their little prayers and trying to motivate themselves before they kick off, but looking forward to the game.
Absolutely.
That yellow is very, very bright. So let's not the jersey and the shorts and the socks, which are very bright, and the outcome is just as bright as those colors.
I can see that it's Ravel who seems to be giving the pep talk there during the prayer. Yeah, so that's a good sign. I know Ravel can be a fighter out there. So
yeah,
hopefully that bodes well for us.
Hey Flex, if you don't have data and you don't have internet and you don't have TV, I'm sorry for your Flex. Just listen to the commentary, Flex. Make sure I have a comment here. Not too much, because when people are watching the game and I like to speak to it too much because it's being overdone. But we will try to keep you abreast as we go along.
Nicole James, I don't know about a weak Mexican team.
So again,
reading one of the comments, Nicole says it's a weak Mexican team. I don't know if you can. There's no Mexican team that is weak.
Yeah, Nico, I don't think that's an oxymoron. weak Mexican team doesn't align. Actually, there's no such thing. Those words don't come together. They have hundreds of players, all with similar capabilities. Some will be playing at a high level, but they're not weak.
And remember, when we put the Mexican team down, we put ourselves down, because when we win, is it because they were weak?
Yeah, and by the way, Flex, you're not telling the truth, Flex. If you're on the stream, that means you have internet, some way, shape, or form. So you tell me you don't have no internet, you have internet. Maybe your feed on S-Go may not work well, but we know you have internet. The game is right now tough, Rudy. The game is ball has been kicked off. Mexico has the ball, playing in their own half. We're not pressing, which I sort of agree with. We're just jockeying, and now we're going to try to press interesting. And they keep the ball deep, which is good. So we have them playing the ball upfield, which is not their style, by the way. Not sure what they're trying. They now try to put the ball on the ground and play around us. So we'll see what happens as the game progresses. We're 30 seconds in, score 0-0. If you're just joining us, this is the World Cup qualifying game between Jamaica and Mexico, being played at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. Jamaica needs to win a game. Jamaica has 7 points from its first 8 games, and we definitely need a victory if we really want to qualify for this World Cup. Right now, the ball is just being kicked around. No one is having possession. Pinnock with the ball played inside to Speedy back to Pinnock. Pinnock back to Lowe, trying to pass the ball around. Lowe trying to go deep as he normally does under pressure and give the ball away. He has to play with more composure.
Yeah.
Mexico look like they're going deep, actually, which is interesting. They're playing the long ball. They must have seen something why they're playing this way, but they've been going deep. They've been going deep. Taxi just sheared the ball out of bounds. A goal kick to Jamaica. They have gone deep twice in the first minute and a half, which suggests that may be their strategy tonight.
Yeah, I think they figure that they can probably play the ball over the top if we hard press them. So that's something that we will have to look, pay keen attention to. I expect also that Pinnock could be called upon to head a few of those balls out.
Yeah. So if you're in the stream, here is another link where you can watch the game, people. Yeah, there's no pattern being played so far. Ball is just being kicked all over the place. I think we're going to press somehow tonight. I think that's part of the strategy, actually.
Again, it's a long ball.
Yeah. DJ is going pretty deep, so you may not be playing beside Speed as I thought.
Go, Flemo.
Mexico with the ball deep in their own half. Just playing the ball around at the back. And they seem to be going deep tonight. So interesting what strategy they're going to employ. If they're going to keep on going deep, they are keep on going deep. They're looking for the spaces where there are opportunities, and they're playing the ball out wide. So far, they're, as would be expected, they have the better possession the first 3 minutes. JJ saying Mexico is not allowing Jamaica to pass the ball around. 0 time on the ball. Sometimes you have to create your own space, JJ. It's not just what the team does, it's what you do. And we haven't possessed the ball well throughout the qualifiers, so this is not shocking.
Yeah, I think the spacing of the Mexican team is good. I think that will go into the game some though, so I'm not perturbed by this early, what's going on.
Yeah, the thing I'm concerned about, if we give an early goal, it becomes very, very difficult, right? So we have to really manage that. We got to really be well situated, make sure we're well positioned. And we're not having any gaps. People need to make sure they're knowing where they are in the field, play in the right position, look behind them, look around them when they get the ball and or when they're out of possession, I should say. If you just Mexico is down already. Look like he has a problem, either a calf problem. or some leg problem. It's only 4 minutes in. He seems to be in some discomfort very early in the game for them to make a change if that's warranted. You're just joining us on the stream. As you come in, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Game is 0-0, Mexico versus Jamaica. We're only 4 minutes into the game. Looking forward to a good game, actually. Jamaica players look big, strong, fit, and let's hope that reflected in their play this evening. That's the worst thing, when you just start playing a game, you get into the game, and it looks like it's either maybe done. They're warming someone up, actually, to come into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, may not have warmed up well. He's in a lot of discomfort. Not sure who the player is because I can't listen to the stream.
Yeah, it looks like a hamstring issue.
Yeah. Number 27 is coming in. Looks like it's Rodriguez. But look like Mexico is forced into an early change. Player is in a lot of discomfort, very distraught.
Let's see what happens.
He just stopped and went down. I think he made a sprint up the sideline. He just stopped and went down. So look like his evening is over.
Yeah, man, it's over.
Yeah.
I think Rodriguez is one of their more experienced players.
So Flex, you never seen this in football, Flex? People pull up sometime even before the game starts in warm-ups. Yeah, we're trying to press, but we're pressing too hard. We're not pressing. We're just running and running hard. We got to press a little bit differently. Oh, they're penetrating us. Oh, come on, Speedy. You got to make a pass. Come on, Speedy. That's a terrible pass. We just had the ball, just under pressure. We just give it to them. That's what they don't do. They just give the ball away to us. They're making bad passes without pressure. Mexico with the ball in our half. It's about a quarter way over the half line. Ball played out to number 23. He's looking for a pass, being shadowed by Flemo. Mexico is have most of the possession as we expect. Wow. Was that an offside? I don't see a flag come up. Okay, it was offside. Or is that a goal kick? That ball went through the entire right side of the midfield and defense. I'm not sure it was offside or not, but that's concerning. If that
I don't think that was offside.
That player was open. He just miscontrolled the ball. He was not offside. He was wide open. I am not sure what Javon Brown was doing. That was awful, actually. If he had just controlled the ball, he'd be in and goal without any pressure. That's not a good look. And the center half has to call out his defense. He can't just step up and don't call the players to go with him. We're playing long ball again, as we have done. Our passing is, it's very frustrating to watch us pass the ball. So we played Peru, we're much better passers. We're getting limited pressure and we're still turning the ball over. It's not a good look.
Early nerves, man.
I don't think it was much of a offside trap. I don't think it was. I think people just miscommunicated on that play. Javon Brown was up and the two center halves were deep. That makes no sense. The center half makes a decision about when you go up, not your right or left back. So that player was wide open and could have gone in and goal and scored in that play. Mexico is just playing the ball around. They're having a lot of possession. And the right side is wide open. Where Plemo is tucking in too deep.
It's amazing. It's amazing how they're finding space on the smallest team, the smallest field in CONCACAF.
The problem is that we're not balanced defensively. Where Javon Brown is tucking in, Flemo is tucking in. They're leaving the player wide. They're doing what they should be doing. They're spreading the field wide. Right? They're spreading the field really wide. Javon Brown almost gave away a penalty falling down a while ago. They're spreading the field wide, and we're not matching up with them really well. It's not a good start at all. Corner comes in. Jamaica have the ball up. Mexico has the ball. Play back to the goalkeeper, and they got to start a game. We have to match up better. Some zone, some man-to-man, but we have to match up better.
Agreed. They have to. It has to be.
They are exploiting the left side of the field. They're not coming to attack the side that much. They're exploiting the left side. I was supposed to say the right side, where Javon Brown is. Obviously, they've done their homework, and they think that they'll have more opportunity on that side, and that's very clear the way they're playing. Even Antonio is running back now because he's sensing the danger. They're so comfortable on the ball, very comfortable. They're just playing the ball around us. We're challenged actually. Not a good start. There's a player going behind Javon Brown. Can you see that? He's going behind you. That's the pattern they're playing. Lowe keeps giving the ball away for no reason. He wins the ball, he has no pressure, and he passes the ball to the opposition. He has made 3 turnovers already, and he hasn't made 1 pass to the person that's in yellow like him. Very frustrating. Right. Very frustrating to watch. He's the one getting the ball on the right, and he can't pass the ball to his own man.
Yeah, they're looking to play that through ball on the right side.
So they see the gap. The gap is there. They're sensing that gap, and we're not identifying that deficiency and make sure we correct it. And when Lowe gets the ball to start the attack, he's passing the ball to the opposition. They're getting behind us. It's going to be a long evening, Neil. It doesn't look good. We're 10 minutes in, and Mexico is dominating. Dominating. People starting to change the lineup already. Corey Burke and Mikael. The game just started. The problem is they're running smartly. They're running parallel to the defense. They're not running straight, go ahead to go offside. They're running in line with the defense, and we're not recognizing that. A while ago, he got beyond taxi. That shouldn't happen. It's going to be a long evening. I don't know. Lowe is not playing well so far. Fouling, giving the ball away. He's been awful so far. Let's be frank. He's been awful. He's holding the man, throwing the man to the ground. You're 6 foot plus. The man is not physical. You don't have to do anything. Just stand up. Let him run into you. Why are you holding him? Why are you pulling him down?
Yeah, I think we need somebody to lead right now.
Yeah, we're not in the game. We're not in the game.
Yeah.
Blake flopping. Okay, so it's the ball was out of bounds. He's flopping on that cross. Corner came in. Poor corner. Goal kick to Jamaica. We're 12 minutes into the game. Jamaica 0, Mexico 0. The game has not started off well for the Reggae Boyz. Mexico is having a lot of success out wide. They're playing the balls down the right and left flank, mainly down the right flank, and having a lot of success so far, actually. Dangerous attacks. We have to play better. So we're trying to spread it out. Once you give it, so we have the setup right. They only have 2 attackers on us, and yet we are kicking the ball long. I don't understand that. We have space to play the ball short and play the ball from the back, and we're not taking it. That means we have no confidence in our ability to retain possession and play the ball up the field.
That's right.
We have 2 attackers in the middle of the park against us. The right and the left side are open, and we still play the ball long, which makes no sense to me. You're going to be running around all evening doing this because that's not how you got to play.
They're just too precise.
He wouldn't have won that ball, Taxi. You fouled him. Mexican just got a freak. You blocked him, Taxi. Stop complaining and go run back and go defend. The Mexican right wing at 27 played the ball around, and he blocked him off, and then he's complaining to the referee. Don't complain. You'd have won the ball if you just went for the ball instead of blocking the man. It's becoming a long evening. I think Jamaican players are getting frustrated. Because the referee is making call against us, but some of those calls are legitimate. JM is saying exactly what you're spot on. We're not looking for the easy pass. No, we're just playing the ball long and hopeful ball, as we have done a lot of time. And Lowe is as guilty as anyone else on the field in doing so. You got to play the ball on the ground. People like Ravel and Antonio and DJ can play the ball on the ground. They can retain possession, but they're not touching the ball. Don't chase them. The Mexicans have the ball in their own half. Let them play in their own half. Go on the half line and wait for them to bring the ball to you. Because we're not going to win it from them unless we go press wholeheartedly.
I don't know. I can't say that we're pressing.
We're not pressing. We're just jockeying around. We're not pressing. We're letting them come to us, which I'm fine with. But when we win the ball, we got to do something with it. We can't win the ball and just give the ball back to them, because then you're playing what we call boxing forward. You go and you give them the ball and you turn back and you're defending, and that doesn't work. They're finding they're overloading one side of the field. Each time they have the ball, they have time on the ball, so they have time to move players into position. We're not putting enough pressure on them. We're just running around, actually. Mexico with the ball in the Jamaica half, playing around. Their midfielders getting a lot of touches. We're not getting any touches. They always have 2 and 3 men open to get the ball to. The ball is played between the channels as would be expected again.
That same ball again.
Okay, take your time. Play the ball inside. We give the ball away again. This is crazy. Javon Brown is turning. You have the ball. You have a pass inside, an easy pass to your midfielder. You try to play the ball onto the line to no one. It's amazing. This is like, I tell people that it's our quality that give us problem. People say it's a coach. It's our quality. You can't make simple passes. Mexico with a shot from the edge of the 18. Easy, collecting by Blake. Our passing is atrocious. It's just very frustrating to watch this. Javon Brown a while ago had the ball on the right. He and Loa just giving the ball to the opposition. Played the ball inside. His midfielder supporting him. Decided to go down the line to Antonio, forcing the ball and give the ball to the opposition.
Yeah, I don't think
Mexico set us up by playing the ball short. Javon Brown used his hand, that could have been a penalty. He did put his hand out. That could be a penalty. That could be a penalty. He's not calling it. I guess he's not giving it, but I could see him calling that. He moved his arm, which was at his side, towards the ball.
It's not in a natural position, right? Just lost my feed.
Javon Brown is having a nightmare. Javon Brown is having a nightmare. He needs to be replaced. It's not too early. He's having a nightmare. Brilliant save by Blake. Ball played over the right, over Javon Brown's head, who has no idea what he's doing, and tipped over the bar by Blake. He's having a nightmare. Either he's not getting enough head. Look, at the player's wide open. You're not even close to him. You have no idea what you're doing. One-time shot, Blake over the bar. He needs help by Flemo, but he shouldn't need help in that. It's a one-on-one situation. He's having one of those nightmare games. We have 2 men out there. Go pressure the ball. Don't let him dribble. It's 2 of you. Man, I mean, this is crazy. We're not in the game at all. I control speed. He plays the ball behind you, beside you. Okay, he turns the ball over. Lord. We're struggling just to control the ball. Give it back to him, Speedy. Go help him. Speedy with the ball to Morrison. Then he kicks the ball along to the defense. Neo, I can't watch this, Neo. I'm getting so frustrated. He has the ball on the defense. There's no pressure. Look at the pressure, and he kicks the ball. Javon Brown, hey, Paul Hall, you need to make a change. I'm telling you. The kid is not up to the task tonight. There's no reason to kick that ball away. You're not kicking the ball to anyone. You're trying to win a game. You got to take risk if you're going to try to win the game. You can just kick the ball to the Mexicans so they can pressure you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're giving the ball back to them so they can reset and attack again.
DJ with the ball, dribbling up front. Play the ball out wide to Antonio. Antonio looking for a pass. Go down the wing. And ball goes in for a throw in. Jamaica deep in the Mexican half. The first real attack tonight, 18 minutes into the game. The game is 0-0. Taxi, look at them at the throw in. Looking for someone to throw the ball to. Throw to Antonio down the wing. Bad throw. It's a hard watch. It's a hard watch.
Yeah, I don't know. Damian Lowe.
Almas is worse than the only change. So, I don't know. I mean, the kid is having a nightmare of a game. Nightmare. That ball could have scored a brilliant save by Blake, actually. It was well taken one time. Javon Brown doesn't know where he's on the field, doesn't know what he's doing. Sorry. Hate to beat him, but it's a fact. The man is playing deep. You guys are coming up. Look, you're not looking behind you. Flemo hasn't looked behind him once. Neither has Javon Brown. They're looking at the ball. They're not looking where they are on the field. That's part of the problem. You got to know where you are, where the ball is. You got to watch man on ball, not just the ball. They're ball watching.
we're playing back three. Is Brown the third person in that back three?
And Ravel is not doing a good job either. No, we're playing back four. Not playing a back three. We're playing back four.
I don't know.
And Ravel, when you get the ball is precious. You got to keep it. You can't turn the ball over.
Something about his spacing is incorrect. He is leaving him too much space on the wing, like he's playing narrow. Brown is.
And the Mexicans they're quicker than us. You can believe that they're quicker to the ball than we are. Wow, that was a dangerous ball. We're just under so much pressure. It's amazing. We're under constant pressure. This is just not a good look. Devon is saying, each let the game come to them. Don't be frustrated. Allow them to relax a bit. Devon, we're 20 minutes in. I'm sorry. There's no relaxing going on. The traffic is one way, Devon. You can't relax when you're under pressure. You only can react. You can't relax. And that was a clean header the Mexicans got. Nobody moved towards the play. He just scored. That was a clear chance he got a while ago. And Devon said we should relax. Really, Devon?
Yeah, those are two.
No one going with him. Ravel is not going with him. Ravel is standing up for the ball and he's attacking the ball. Ravel is not attacking the ball. He's waiting for the ball to come to him. The Mexican player is attacking the ball. And that should have been a goal. I'm not overemphasizing it, Devon. It's a fact. We're not in the game at all. We haven't tested a goalkeeper. We haven't even looked to test their goalkeeper. And we're 21 minutes in. We're not in the game. It's one-way traffic.
I don't know. I can't imagine that this is what the coach was having them rehearse. I'm not sure if they're, nervous. But I hope they grow into the game.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Man, Pinocchio got lucky. Flemo with the ball, looking for a pass, can't find one. And the thing about it, too, when we get the ball, there are two Mexicans in us. That means they're quicker to us to the ball, which is amazing, actually. Yeah, he had a clear header. He should have scored that goal. They're just showing a replay of the header on CBS. We're not in the game. We haven't put the ball on the ground for the game at all. And Lowe is playing both teams. Lowe is playing for both teams. He just gave the ball away in dangerous position. Ravel with the ball, trying to go deep to Flemo. Good ball, Ravel. Ball out wide. Throw into Mexico. Lowe is playing for both teams. I'm serious.
Yeah, I think
he's been beyond awful. I hate to be this critical, but it's ridiculous.
He's a presence.
He has no idea what he's doing. He's kicking the ball to the opponent, and he's been doing it all night.
Yeah, he's a presence at the back, but he's too brash.
DJ with the ball to taxi back to Blake. Don't give it to
Good
Lowe.
stop, Good stop, Speedy. Come on, guys. String some passes together now.
Go help him, Speedy. See, he stand up. Go help him. Go help him. You can't give him the ball and don't help him. You give the ball and like, oh, my job is done. There is no help, so he has no pass. When we have the ball, we have to try to beat a man one-on-one because we have no support. They always have support. Look at that. They have spacing. They have support. We don't have spacing and support. Mexico the ball deep in Jamaica half, playing the ball around outside the 18. They're forming triangles, playing in their triangles. Jamaica has now won the ball back, speeded to Lowe, and Javane Brown does know what he's doing, pass the ball to the defender. And he's having a nightmare of a game, as I've said before. Nothing he does is coming off. And the coach needs to realize that at some point, to realize someone's out of their depth and make a change. Don't wait until something bad goes wrong. Make the change. I know people say Alvarez can't do well, but go to three at the back then. But take Javon Brown off the field. Yeah,
Brown is hanging his head.
He's been awful. He's been beyond awful. And they realize the wing click, they've been attacking him. He's been awful. You got to make the change. You can't wait. Ravel with the ball, looking for a pass. Stop the ball in midfield and play the ball to Speedy. Speedy to DJ. DJ to Speedy. Speedy to Ravel. Ravel going to go outside to Javon Brown. Back to Lowe. Lowe. Back to Ravel. Ravel is coming deep for the ball. He wants to touch the ball a little bit. We're playing the ball around, but we're not really going anywhere with it. Lowe play the ball out wide to Pinnock. Pinnock to DJ. DJ foul by Mexico. We just had a little bit of patching a while ago, just getting some touch on the ball. I think Ravel probably needs to go deeper because he's comfortable on the ball. If you notice, he went deep to get that ball, Neil.
Yeah.
We need to play Ravel deeper.
Oh.
Ball to DJ to Speedy, DJ, go back, turn DJ, go to Ravel. Ravel looking for a pass, gonna go back to Pinot. Pinot goes, beautiful ball out wide to Taxi to Flemo. Flemo cuts inside, trip, a free kick just at the box. Brilliant pass by Pinot, by the way. Pass was precise, just out of reach of the defender. That's how you got to pass the ball. That's what Lowe needs to learn how to do. Learn how to pass the ball outside the reach of the defender.
Yeah, Lowe's looking.
Cutting inside, got tripped up. That was a very good attack a while ago, by the way. Very good movement. I think what we're doing is we're dropping Ravel a little bit deeper to get on the ball so he can dictate the play.
So that's Walker, and he's running at the players.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a good thing.
Jamaica has a free kick just outside the box. Let's see what
I would like to see Taxi take this kick, actually.
Taxi, I'm not sure who's our free kick taker, actually. Do we have any?
He has scored. I think Taxi has scored against the Mexicans already from a free kick.
DJ looks like he's going to take the kick.
So I guess they're going to play it across.
If you guys notice, we're 26 minutes in. Antonio's touched the ball around about twice. Not getting any service.
I mean, come on. We need somebody else beside Antonio. The Mexicans are like, look at that.
DJ, good ball in the box to Mexico. Ravel with the ball, try to play it. Oh, bad touch by Ravel. He tried to lay it off and too strong a touch. We are much bigger, much taller. We can get our head on the ball. Mexico is jumping us both in our box and in their box. Nobody was close to the ball. We had no one close to the ball. Ravel was trying to make a pass, but it was too strong. Now we're going to press. Look like we're going to look into press, actually. Lowe got beaten, and oh my God, we have Javier Brown in the middle. Mexico. Lowe is just having a nightmare of a game. His decision-making, his positioning, all awful. All awful. He's just having a nightmare. Javon Brown and Lowe are having a nightmare of a game. His decision-making, the comfort ball, when he can just be patient and wait, is getting him in trouble.
Ravel, better control next time.
No, he didn't want to control. He's trying to kick it out. Ball was in the box. Mexico has the ball on the left. Players trying to go by Brown, good tackle, out of bounds. Throw into Mexico. We are 27 minutes in, Jamaica 0, Mexico 0. If you have just joined us, Mexico has had the better of the game so far, better in possession, better in attack, better chances. We have had no chances to date. Mexico with the ball in Jamaica box, looking to turn, looking for a 1-2. Oh, God. Goalkeeper to Jamaica, that was close. Javon Brown, you're going to give away a penalty tonight. I know it. The ref has been lenient, but they're calling for VAR. It looked like they called for VAR. He bounced the player without going for the ball. I'm not sure if he's come for VAR or come for a spot kick. I think it's VAR.
Yeah, but I don't see that the player really had an open.
He bounced the ball. He didn't go for the ball. He go for the ball. He went for the player. He went for the player. He didn't bounce the ball. He didn't go for the ball. I think they both hit each other, actually. I think they both bouncing each other, but I don't know what Brown was thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what you're in the box. I don't know what you're thinking. Seriously.
I don't know. I don't see that as a foul, although you're right.
I don't think it was a foul, but I do think you got to be very careful in the box, Neil.
I agree.
The player had more opportunity to get the ball than he did, and I think it's a fair call, but I don't know.
Come on, guys. We need to be confident out there, Reggae Boyz. We look shell-shocked, man. Come on.
Morrison to DJ, Jamaica attacking. DJ, what? Oh, Jesus. This is going to give you a headache. We had one opportunity to attack. He had opportunity to play the ball in, and he made the wrong decision. Wrong. He just had to bring the ball, force the defense to come to you. He had to take the ball to the defense, and he made the pass. We're playing frightened. We're not playing with confidence. We're not playing with composure. We're playing frightened.
But I think that we've improved a little bit. Hopefully the tides will start to turn.
I hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the 29 minutes of play, almost 30 minutes. The score is Jamaica 0, Mexico 0. Speedy with the ball in for a pass play to. We are making brilliant ball by Pinnock, finding Ravel. Ravel looking for a pass, pushed down and fouled, and the referee not calling it. He needs to call that. Oh my God, he didn't call that. The referee said play on. He clearly got pushed in the back.
In his back.
That is awful. That is unbelievable, actually. He clearly got fouled. The referee didn't call it. That's not a good look. That's a terrible decision, actually. And that's one of the few attacking times we get to move forward, but I'm not sure why he didn't call that foul. We're having some dubious referee decision. Pinnock is playing brilliantly. Ball over to Antonio, just too long, actually, by DJ. I think Pinnock is having a stellar game. Pinnock's passing from the back is showing up, people. For those of you like Baller Kerr, who's always knocking Pinnock and he can't play football, look at how he passes from the back. Unlike some of the people, he's playing the ball in dangerous positions to his teammates to get the ball upfield.
And his passes are measured.
Measured, accurate, precise, right.
Like the Mexicans.
Yeah, you're right about that. Like the Mexicans, right, for that matter. I mean, I think Pinnock is having a brilliant game, actually. But I can't say the same thing for Javon Brown or for Damian Lowe. I know I'm getting a little bit excited, but I just hate to see players. And Pinnock made a wonderful block on that shot, by the way. They're showing a replay of that. When the player got away, he made a wonderful block on that shot.
Yep.
Ball to DJ. DJ looking for a pass play to Antonio. Antonio out to to Flemo. Looked like Flemo got hit in the back, actually. Referee hasn't given a yellow card or anything. I think Morrison is arguing with the referee because he's concerned. So that should have been a yellow card, actually.
The referee looked like he wants to.
That way, they get away with a lot when they play us. But in Mexico, they got away with a lot. The player's trying to turn. I guess it's just a meeting of the player, maybe not the yellow card, but he put his elbow in his back, and Flemo is in pain. Flemo said a word which only Jamaicans understand. And let's just say it was one of those pleasant words, actually. I think he really felt that.
Referee looked like he wanted to give Flemo a card.
Yeah. Ball to Low. Try to play the ball to Flemo. Flemo to Speedy to DJ. Speedy back outside to Taxi. Taxi needs to play it in the box. And Taxi plays the ball to goalkeeper. Oh, almost to Antonio. That was close. He was trying to put a measured pass around the defender. Antonio almost got a toe in. It looked like Antonio may have just barely touched the keeper. The keeper's pretending like he's hurt, but
come on, this referee.
Cross than I thought it was, actually. It was just out of Antonio's reach. Just out of his reach. Would have been a brilliant assist, actually. We're starting to play better. We're starting to come into the game much better than when this game started. It was a decent cross. Someone said the field is garbage, but it's our field.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's right.
Yep.
Ball kicked out to Mexico on the left side. Come on, Fleming, you got to go back and help your defender. Mexico with the ball, playing the ball in the middle of the Jamaica half, spreading the ball around. We're now deep in our box, really deep, actually. They're trying to play 1-2 around Javon Brown. They're successful again. Javon Brown is going to, at some point, he's going to make a mistake on one of those tackles, I'm telling you. Jamaica with the ball. I think Flemo is, Antonio and Flemo, they're doing decent, actually. It's a very, very tough game for us, even the limited possessions that we have had.
You know, it will be interesting.
Flemo is doing well, actually. Flemo is doing well. He's getting fouled when he gets the ball. At some point, the referee has to give a yellow card, but in CONCACAF they don't seem to give yellow cards.
Will Paul Hall be interested in bringing on Stewart?
I think at some point he may have to, right? He may and go 3 at the back. Actually, he may have to go 3 at the back. Jamaica just won the ball back. Good tackle. We are 34 minutes in, almost 35, 34 minutes and 51 seconds. The keeper is playing off at the back. Ball to Speedy to DJ. I'm sorry, Speedy to Pinnock to DJ. Back to Blake. He didn't go long like he shouldn't have to give the ball to the Mexican. You're doing so well playing off in the back. He's had to force the ball.
I mean, what kind of control was that?
Because he had to go long and get the ball to the opposition. Why? You're playing off in the back. You're doing well. Why? Pinnock almost scored an old goal trying to block the ball. You go long, Low goes long, Javon goes long, is going to the opposition. And then they play the ball through, and it's right over the top, and they open the game. Because your team is upfield, and it's a brilliant block again by Pinnock. Pinnock is having an exceptional game. Foul on, is that Lamar Walker?
Yeah.
I think the wingers are doing well when they get the ball. The Mexicans are playing smart. They're following them to stop the play. We're not doing that. Speedy trying to go over the top. Oh, ball hit Lamar Walker in his head. That's unfortunate. That would have been a good ball. Ball to Speedy. Speedy looking for a pass. Bad ball to Morrison. Morrison's trying to win it. Speedy trying to win it back. We make so much back passes without pressure. It's amazing. Ball deep in Jamaica half. Number 10. I don't know this Mexican player's name. Looking for a pass. Gotta stay deep. Ball in Jamaica half. Just over the halfway line. Score is Jamaica 0, Mexico 0. We're in 36 minutes. 36 minutes into the game. So far, if you've just joined us, Mexico has most of the possession for the first 20 minutes. Jamaica coming to the game more, but we're making last-ditch tackles or blocks. Again, the play is going behind Javon Brown. That's the strategy. Play the ball in the middle, backs around yourself, look for that true pass or the ball over the top to cut up the defense and get behind us. Low with the ball. He's going to go deep as he normally does and play the ball to the opposition. He normally does because that's what he does well. As I said, that's what he does, and he does it just like that. Nothing new with Low. That's how he plays. He plays butt up and catch, I call it football. Kick the ball to the opposition when I get it. Not just play the ball to the opposition. Nothing new. That's what he does.
It's so unfortunate, Cranky, that you're exactly right. You know, he wins the ball, gives it back. You know, that's not.
Antonio, come on. Get the ball in the middle of the park, hold the ball up and play the ball off. We're just not, none of the players are playing that well. It's just frustrating to watch. Antonio got the ball a while ago, trying to make a 1-2 pass. Stop the ball, let the player move off the ball and give the ball to him. You have no pressure. We're playing like we're under pressure most of the game, but we're not under pressure for a lot of the game. And it's very frustrating to watch. Silly One is saying, Pinnock, where are the people who say no good? Balakar? We can't find your Balakar. Where are they? I say, Nayadi, where are they Balakar? Because I said the man are good. And so far, he's been the best player on the field for Jamaica by a country mile. (3-5-2) we should be playing, says Jamaica Devil. Well, I don't know what we should be playing, but right now, whatever we're playing is not working.
We need to be playing 3-5-2. We need to clog that midfield area. They have too much space.
Black Prince there, right back is killing us. It's not just a right back, you know. It's the right back and right center back. So Lowe is not doing much better. You guys just are blaming Javon Brown. He's been poor, but Lowe is not much better. Lowe is playing the other side. He's just giving the ball to the opposition.
And we need to. We're sitting.
That's be a yellow card.
And we're sitting too deep.
That's a yellow card. We didn't give a yellow. We don't give yellow in CONCACAF, do we? It's amazing. That's a plain yellow. The player beat him and he fouled him. He didn't call that. Mr. Dimension is saying, yeah, he just went around him. Mexico sees something on our left side. If we don't change that, whereas Mexico will get a chance. Mr. Dimension, everybody can see it except Paul Hall, frankly. Or he probably does feel he has a better option out there, but it's not good. Not good.
But
This is
I
like
think we're
Panama,
sitting
except we haven't given up a goal yet.
too deep.
I don't know if we're sitting deep or they're just pressuring us or we're just resting. If we attack them too much, they're going to get behind us. So I think that's the strategy, which is play counter-attacking football, which we're not doing well.
We're inviting the pressure by sitting that deep.
So
They're
Devon
very
said the problem
precise.
is, one second, Devon said the problem is the winger not coming back to help Brown. They're not outnumbering Brown. They are, but he's making bad mistake, Devon. It's not just the wingers alone. He's just making bad decisions. Don't know where he is, ball watching, not glancing, not looking where he is. That's you versus the winger. Yeah, you got to call Flemmer back to come help him. I think Flemmer is trying to stretch the team out. What happened to Taxi? Oh. I'm wondering what's happening. He's taking his time to go make the throw in. We're 40 minutes in. The game is 0, Jamaica 0. I think Blake made a wonderful save on that shot. They're showing the replay of the ball that went over the top. That Blake save, and then the header that went over the bar where Morrison was waiting for the ball versus attacking the ball. But we just kicked the ball again. That got to be Low again, kicking the ball to the opposition. Has Low made a pass to his teammate yet for the entire game? They should remove him for more. He's been awful. Sorry.
One time.
He's been awful. Take him off the field and put more in the game. He's been awful. Mexico the ball and Jamaica have just playing the ball around. We're giving them a lot of room. And they're playing and they're still finding space.
Because we're sitting too deep.
Well, we sit deep, but we're playing zone, but the zones are not effective. If you're playing zone, the zone you should be clogging up the lanes. We're not doing that. I think the consensus that Mexico has a corner, by the way, that Mexico sees something on the right side. Yeah, well, maybe that's where their strength is and where our weakness is. We have to attack the ball in the headers. We're not attacking the ball. They're attacking the ball. We're not. Ball headed up by Pinnock. Play the ball. Foul against Mexican. Jamaica with the ball. Pinnock is reaching on the ball. Where is Balaker? I need to talk to Balaker. Balaker, do not hide. We want to see you. Because what I've seen so far with Pinnock has been ridiculous in terms of how well he has played. And you keep saying the man can't play football and that you're the football god, but I don't hear you. I don't see you. And Pinnock has been the best player for Jamaica on the pitch by a country mile. I
got to say that we miss Anthony Grant because he has a way of anticipating, moving side to side and clogging up the midfield, closing off those passing lanes. That's not happening.
Kifo, I don't disagree with you. Brown is one tackle away from giving away a penalty. Yep. He's feeling the pressure. Black Prince said, Cranky, I agree about Low as well. I was just commenting in the moment. Yeah, no, he's been very, very poor. Pinnock has been playing well. Antonio with the ball. In on goal. Oh, well blocked by the Mexican. That was a chance, actually. That was a chance. Ball to Flemo, looking for a pass, looking to Ravel. Ravel played the ball back to Taxi. Taxi looking for a cross, back out to DJ. Get a Taxi, a bad pass. So we got to recover. We have to recover. Good play by Low. Oh, that was a vicious tackle. The player is down. He won't be moving anytime soon. The ref got to block it. That was a vicious tackle by Low.
Well, it wasn't a foul.
But he went through the man. He doesn't play with any brain. He's just trying to hurt people. I don't know that's going to go. It may see a fair tackle, but he hurt him. That was a vicious tackle. We'll see what VAR says. He could have won the ball easily and went around the player. He went right through him. The follow-through was vicious. Don't know what they will do. We'll see what VAR says.
I don't agree if there's a call against him.
It's a red card. From where I sit, look at the play again. He went through the ball, went through the man. You can't play that. See it? His foot went up on his ankle. Doesn't matter if you get the ball or not. It's a follow-through. Play with no footballing brain. Football brain went away. They could easily have a red for that. In any league, when you go to the ball like that, Neo, your follow-through is judged not just you winning the ball. That's why when players going with abundance of caution, you don't go through the man on the ball.
Right, but his momentum.
19, whatever it was. Nobody plays football anymore.
Let's talk some physics. His momentum, he's coming very fast. I mean, I'm not sure.
Neo.
Intent.
Neo, let me say this to you, Neo. Contemporary football, it doesn't matter.
Intent doesn't matter?
No.
Okay.
No. And what you can't discern intent. You can't say what the person's intent. In CONCACAF, they're very lenient. If that was the English Premier League, give me his follow through, I'm telling you, he's getting a red. Antonio had a good chance, actually. Antonio could have taken the man on. He tried to go wide. The player blocked it. It wasn't offside. He could have scored that, actually. It's a good block by the defender. Lowe needs to watch him. Look at the tackle again. Watch it, Neo. He hit the ball. He went through and take the man ankle out. In today's football, that's normally a red, I'm telling you. CONCACAF is very lenient.
I see that his foot rolled up on his ankle. I see that.
Because your momentum, look at it. They're showing you, VAR is looking at it. He's going to get a red. I'm telling you, getting a red. You're getting a red. Not a tough tackle. It's a bad tackle. It's a stupid tackle. Nobody tackles like that anymore. I'm telling you, VAR is getting a red. He's getting a red. See? He's getting a red.
Cranky, we don't need a red. Thank you.
Well, look, if VAR is looking at it that long, he's going to tell the referee to go to the screen. That's what he's going to do, and he's going to give him a red card. Because when they tell him to go to the screen, that's what happens. See, they're communicating downwards. So VAR is going to work for us and against us. Yep, you don't get a red. We'll see what happens.
I don't want a red, guys. Let's hope it's not a red.
It's a red. It's a red. He's going to his pocket. I'm telling you. Yep. He's going to his right. Yep, red card. Red card. You know that happens. Red card. Red card for stupidity. Red card for stupidity. He went to the ball. Look at the tackle. Went through, hit the man, flush. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb. And he's been poor all night. And his plays cost his team because he plays irrational football. He doesn't play with his head. I told you they should have changed him, Neil. More should have come in for him. It was very obvious. Being stupid is not a good look.
This is very sad. This is damaging to the team. I am not quite sure what Paul Hall will do, right? But I think
don't put your hand up because you're stupid. Sorry, you play with no footballing brain. You went through the ball and you went through the man. They're showing you what you did. You know what you did. You've been doing it. You got away in the U.S. game. You came back to the same stupidity here, and now you have cost us with your stupidity. And I'm sorry, people, if I'm being harsh, but it's a fact. Look at the tackle. Boom. Ball, man, everything. That's 1970s ball. Nobody plays that way anymore. So now what the coach is going to do? He should come up. He was playing poorly, and he just exacerbated the situation by being stupid. Sorry. Stupid may sound harsh, but I can't call it any other way.
Rash.
Nah, it's not rash. Stupidity. You got away in the U.S. game. You got away in you got away in CONCACAF. There was no VAR. That's why you got away with it. Because there was VAR, you got a red in the U.S. game. You got a red in the game before that. Carlos, here's the thing, Carlos. When you tackle someone in today's football and you go to the ball and the men, they don't care whether it's intent or not, and you hit the ball or not. What was the impact of the hit? That's it.
Well, I'm glad to say, guys, it is halftime. It means that we have the chance to go back in and regroup. I'm not sure what adjustments the coach will make. I think, it's tough, but it's 0-0. We have 45 minutes to go. Maybe the loss of a man will focus the team. I don't know. We can pray.
Yeah, people, I don't know what it's halftime. Score 0, Mexico 0, but it's not really 0-0 because Mexico look like we're playing with 12 men. Now it's going to be 15 because we have a red card by Lowe. I will just assess the first half. You think about, well, Neil, I'll actually assess the first half, actually.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm having a headache.
All right, guys, look. It was not a good showing by Jamaica. I think one of the things that this is how I'll describe it. speed of thought is killing us. The Mexicans are moving, they're fluid, they're supporting each other, they're running into spaces, they're giving each other options when it comes to passing. You have runners who are running into spaces and drawing our defenders out wide or drawing the defenders on the inside, and they're doing all of these movements. Unfortunately, the coach, Paul Hall, mentioned this. He specifically spoke about it. So obviously Jamaica had a chance to do their analysis of that. The team has not been responding well, and we're a man down. To be honest with you, Low was a liability out there. He kept on giving the ball away. The loss of a player is definitely a liability. I listen. We wanted 3 points. Maybe we can get 1.
My assessment is that we started the game out of possession. I've said this before, which is, you have to be able to retain the ball to rest, because your offense becomes your defense when you can retain the ball. We couldn't retain the ball. Our right back and our right center back, and I've said this from the game start, have been woeful. Can't pass, can't cover, don't recognize danger. And that was very apparent throughout the entire first half. Now, the Mexicans did well in passing the ball around, creating their dimes, creating their triangles, moving the ball upfield. So they were looking to attack us through the wing. So they would go down the middle and they would go wide. They recognize Javon Brown, is probably a weakness in the team. And Low's aggressiveness, frankly, he's been aggressive throughout the entire campaign. It had to bite him at some point. It's unfortunate it bite him in this game. But they were much better in the first half about how they attacked. They were organized. They were harmonious in their attack. They'd spread the ball out wide. They'd take us on when they need to. They put the balls in good position. They had 2 very good chances in the first half. 1.5 chance. The ball played over Javon Brown, which Blake made a very good save on, was taken one time. Brilliant shot by the left winger for the Mexicans. And then a header, which a clean header, where Morrison didn't track the ball. He was waiting for the ball versus attacking the ball. And they had another one where Pinnock made a brilliant block. If you look at the first half, we didn't play well. Our ball possession was atrocious. And that is now exacerbated by Low getting a red card. And those of you who are basically saying, well, he won the ball, you have not been watching football in this environment. They have cut out the barbaric, I'm going to call it, behavior of players in the old days where when they hit the ball, they try to break your leg and take you out, take the man ball out, and people bat them chest and say how tough they are. That football, people want offensive football. They want more technical players to play. And that's why they've cut those things out of football. Lowe has done this throughout the campaign. He has not been punished. They have brought VAR in, and the referee missed it this time. They missed it in the US game. He has done this throughout the campaign, hasn't been punished. And now we're going to get punished. He was having a woeful game so far. He came past the ball. I said he should have been replaced with Javon Brown because they weren't playing well and they were hurting the team. And now the team is much more hurt. Here is Coach. I'm sorry, Coach. I'll remove you. What's that in?
Yeah, man. Big up everybody. Big up
Coach,
everybody.
Bless up, Coach. Bless up. What's your thoughts on the game so far?
I don't know if you people are seeing a different game from us, but from what I'm seeing, team is not playing with any wit. Also, there's not a sense of urgency that I'm seeing from the team, and it is really, I see where Daniel Johnson is trying his best to orchestrate, to lead the line, especially in the middle of the park. But he's the only one pushing and pressing, you know what I mean? So it's unfortunate that red card was given. I hear some people were talking that, when VAR reached, Damian Lowe the first person I go get it. And it actually happened. Sad though, but if VAR was here, his header would have caused us to be in a better position. It was a tough tackle. I believe that he based on replay, he really followed through. So hence the reason for the red card. But DJ really play some good football. He must try to lead the line. The goalkeeper, I don't know what is wrong, but he just a kick away the ball. There seemed to not be any cohesiveness among the players. especially when passes are supposed to be made. DJ, me see kind of come in again and say, all right, come on, man, and like him dictate the play and all of these things. And that's how things kind of really settle down for us, but it still has not reached the point where we want it. The team is not playing good in my estimation. But we're hoping for a better second half. With a man short. It's going to be a tough one for us. But we're still keeping faith. And nervousness will run through my brethren. Trust me.
Coach, I must admit, I don't want to be a pessimist, Coach, but I don't know how you struggle with 11 men and how you expect to get a positive outcome with 10 men. Now, Lowe was a liability from the game started, Coach. We've been saying this on the stream. He and Javon Brown have been having horrible games. And it's not surprising he got a red, Coach, because of the way he plays.
Yes, and he was giving away the ball.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm disappointed in? Ravel Morrison. Not playing good at all. Man, I walk on the field and hold him side already. It's really bad so far. Honestly.
Yeah, no, he's not in the game. DJ's playing well. Speed, the midfield is not in the game enough. They should replace Ravel with Stewart. Ravel is not in the game.
Yeah.
He's not in the game. And now we have to make a change. One of the forwards have to come out. I don't know how it's going to work because they're going to be overloaded on one. Any side that we're weak on, they're going to overload on that side for the rest of the game.
Yeah. They're going to. And Javian Brown is getting beaten too often by his man. His marker is the person he's supposed to be marking. He's losing him too easily.
Coach, he should be taken on the first 20 minutes. He should be pulled out the game.
Yeah,
Javian Brown should replace in the first 20 minutes. Go 3 at the back, take him out the game because he's not in the game, Coach. Not in the game.
Kevin Stewart is in the stands watching the game.
Oh, so he's not changed? He's not on the bench?
Oh no, Kevin is not on the bench. He's in the stands. You know, we went over and greet him and thing. Ravel hasn't had a good touch our game since the game started. I don't know if the fans were the persons that were here, they were asking Ravel to be sub. They must shout out, take off Ravel.
He's not in the game.
So I hope Paula will go into the dressing room and talk to these players real hard and get a better showing, even though we're going to be a man down. Strategies has to be changed at this moment. But if the least we can look out at this game right now is a draw, you know?
Coach, if we get a draw, it'd be a miracle.
Huh?
Coach, I believe that they need to bring on Mariappa and Moore and Bobby Reed. Take out Brown, take out Walker. Mariappa, Pinnock, and Moore will be the 3 at the back. Bring on Bobby Reed to replace Morrison.
Fleming needs to come out of the game too.
Who?
Fleming not playing well.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know how many substitutes do we have. I don't think the coach will take out Flemings.
But I mean, trust me, it's a tough one.
Because we're gonna have to have to play these long balls. So we're gonna have to, be defensive. Antonio is gonna be up there on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And probably around 55 minutes, they're going to bring on Andre Gray, but we're going to have that lone striker up top.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to play.
Myself and Mannings, we recognize the Mexican goalkeeper is holding the ball in his hand. Before he puts down the ball, he's looking where his players are at. Then he puts down the ball to make the pass, the short pass. Our goalkeeper take up the ball, put it down, and then he might walk around to try make a pass. Every single ball he nana pass, it is going towards a Mexican player. It just a eyesore, Bridget, honestly.
Yeah, because they're playing these long balls. And I think he doesn't have any confidence that if he gives the ball short, that they'll be able to play it out of defense and transition it into the midfield.
But Neo, I see some plays being made between DJ, Pinnock, and Speedy to get the ball outside, and it has been successful about two times.
But Mincy, I think Pinnock has been the best player for us,
Absolutely.
I think Pinnock has been the best player for us.
Well, I think Balakar probably will have a different say on that.
If he doesn't know football. If he does, I will never hear him list a word he ever says again, ever.
Pinnock has blocked two shots on goal that probably would have scored. Pinnock.
Well, we look
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
stats. When the game is over, we'll see the stats.
Yeah, man. Pinot made a lot. Yeah, that touch that Andre Blake had to turn and it was going towards the player, the
Yeah.
Mexican. If that had gone through,
It's
certainly.
twice, coach. It's twice he did it. The one he blocked that was coming across, and one where the player was on top of the edge of the box, and he blocked him also. Twice he did it. Twice he blocked shots that were going, one was across and one was going to be a shot at.
Right. I think Devon wants to come on, so somebody can probably send him the link. Or
Okay.
you can drop the link.
All right. I'll do that.
Yeah, man. But big up on yourself, people. People are in the I know probably this game is hard to watch right now. Trust me, it's like the spectators who are here or the persons who are here, they're trying to actually tell the man them what to do. Because they must sit down and see the game. And like the players them not see it. One thing too, the Mexicans are here, supporters, but they are not being allowed to come in the stadium. One of them called me to interview one of them fans where I go all around 400 and odd games with Mexico. Man said, give me a pass and me give you an interview. Mr. Virgin, you think me frightened for interview? Our fans are here and can't come in. You can't come in. You better turn out here. See him, so Mr. Team. But him eventually give me the interview. So we have to post. But trust me.
So let me ask both of you guys a question.
Huh?
How many will Coach Hall make changes coming back into the second half, or is he going to wait until the players are back out on the field and then probably in the 55th?
He should make a change because he's down a defender.
Yeah.
He has to make a forced change,
Yeah. It is now or never. And he can't say that he's trying to preserve the rhythm of the team. They have no rhythm.
Mm-mm.
And so he should be able to make as many changes as he thinks is necessary for the team to at least draw the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. So, gents, I'm going to run back in the stands. And respect to Cranky and Neo for holding it down.
Yeah, Coach, I know you're going to draw with 10 players against a team that was dominating ball possession.
Hopefully, this Mexican team is not great, They're not great.
But Coach, we've been saying this from day one. We can't keep the ball.
Yeah, that is true. But this Mexican team is not great. They can be broken down.
But we're not doing anything to break them down.
It's just a strategy. The strategy probably will get wrong and
So the players are coming back out on the field. I'm trying. Morris coming on. Let me see who's coming out. Ravel is coming on too. Ravel should be taken out. I assume they're going to take out either Flemo or Lamar Walker actually.
I mean, Ravel was livid with the red card. He himself and DJ, they had to be holding them from the referee when the halftime whistle. Trust me. But I'm gonna go back in, and we're going to have we set a post match live analysis. So that is up and ready. So when we end this, I'm gonna give you a post game review before we end this stream.
Okay. All right, Coach.
All right. Enjoy yourselves.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. Let's see it.
So we're making a change. I'm not sure who's coming on. More is on. Someone I can't see who's coming off actually.
I think the person Moore came on.
Who came on?
Moore.
I know, but for who?
Oh, you're right.
It's Walker off, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a fair change. I think Flemo should come off. That side has been weak. Why are you taking Walker off versus Flemo? At least Moore won't play the Panama game because he was awful. He's been awful most of the camp. I mean, Moore is over aggressiveness got him in trouble. His over aggressiveness got him in trouble. Which is unfortunate. Because there was no reason to go through the man to get the ball. Just win the ball. Game has kicked off. Ball booted up wide by Pinnock. Mexico with the ball, Jamaica the ball to Ravel. Ravel turned the ball over again. Ravel has been awful. Ravel should have been taken off at halftime. Why is Ravel on the field? Ravel has done nothing except give the ball to the opponent. He can't control the ball. He can't make a touch. Why is he on the field? And he's walking on the field too. He's not even in the game. Come on, coach. Put Burke on instead. Put somebody on some legs. You need people with legs on the field in the staff. Upbeat boss says, Paul got it wrong. You can't outpossess the Mexicans. I'm not sure we're trying to outpossess them. I think we're just good ball from Ravel to Antonio. Unfortunately, we're trying to press up the field, but I think that's going to cause us to create a lot of space in the middle if we press up the field. Ball with the Mexicans, just go around Javon Brown. Javon wins the ball up to Flemo. Flemo to Javon Brown, and he kicks the ball away as he normally does because he doesn't know what he's doing. I hate to say it that way, but Javon Brown, I don't know what you don't know what you're doing when you get the ball. Your decision making to get the ball has been really poor all evening. More with the ball to Javon Brown. Play the ball to Flemo, looking for a pass. Ball to Antonio, controls. Out of bounds to Mexico. We are in the 46th minute. Jamaica against Mexico in the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. Score 0. Jamaica 0 Mexico. Big talking point in the game so far is the red card Damian Lowe received just before halftime. Won the ball cleanly, but is followed through, rode up on the person's leg. VAR, referee didn't even call a foul. VAR took a look at it and decided the referee should take another look at it. And he did and gave a red card to Lowe. Flemo with the ball to DJ, DJ to Ravel. Come on, Ravel, do some. Ravel to Antonio, wide. Antonio chasing the ball. Should be able to win this ball. Need to stop it. Good ball by Ravel. Antonio looking for a pass. Antonio try a shot. Jamaica has his first corner of the game, I think it is. Antonio working real hard, trying to do something on his own. That was a good ball right down the channel to allow Antonio run onto. We got to isolate Antonio on the defender one-on-one and give an opportunity to go in on the goal.
Absolutely.
At halftime, a change was made. Jamaica had to make a change. Lamar Walker came out and replaced by Liam Moore, who was replaced Low in the defense. Vibbing for you once said we look better with Tapa using the same group of players. We shouldn't pull the plug when we were building a momentum. Vibing, we don't know way out top. Which momentum we have built? We wouldn't go off 8. We didn't build no momentum. Corner comes in. Ball headed out by Mexico. Another corner to Jamaica. Paul Hall has his hand behind his back, pacing. I'll be very concerned. Jamaica Endeavor says it was a 55-45 ball to win. That was easy ball to win, not a last-ditch tackle. I agree. But he's done it all campaign. At some point, it's going to bite you. See, if you don't learn, if you gotten away with situation and you don't learn, at some point, it's going to come back and bite you, and it did.
Another irony, we've gotten 2 corners with 9 men and none with, with 10 men and none with 11.
and none with 11. Corner taken by Taxi, out wide. We can't get our head on any corner either. DJ the goal! Goal by DJ. Ball headed by Mexico, headed down, and DJ put it into left-hand corner. Let's hope we can hold this lead. Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. Awesome. Corner came across, headed down by Mexico, and DJ laced it in the goalkeeper left-hand corner. Brilliant.
So, sometimes
1, Mexico 0.
Sometimes when you're down, it focuses the mind.
Well, I'm not getting excited. I gotta wait for the final outcome. I'm not gonna get excited until we win. But I was
Absolutely.
Ball came over, headed down by Mexico, headed up in the air by Mexico. Pinnock fought the defender. So Pinnock fought the defender, put him under pressure to head the ball. Pinnock is everywhere. And DJ laced it low and hard in the left side of the goal. Keeper had no chance. Again, Pinnock is involved some way, shape, or form. See, Pinnock put his leg out. Brilliant goal by DJ. Let's hope VAR doesn't call this back. Come VAR, don't give us a hard time. Good goal by DJ.
Absolutely, man. So happy for him. So happy for us.
He's played well, actually. He's been the second best player apart from Pinnock. Again, Pinnock is involved with the goal. And Jerome is saying game management. Jerome, in half a game management, we have 10 people now, but we have to do something. We have to make them pay. And I think we came on attacking. I think we have given up some of the middle. I'm playing in sort of two halves, which is the front four trying to link up together. And hopefully the defense can hold. They're trying to go behind us. They're trying to play. They're playing the ball deep amongst themselves and trying to try the long pass behind us. We have to recognize that. Come on, Tony, you got to work harder. And we'd have to make some changes to the game because we're going to be running. When you have 10 players, it makes it tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico getting desperate. Ball played inside the Mexican. He turned and tried a shot over the bar. Be slow. Don't rush it, keeper. Take your time. Go get the ball. Ball boy, don't rush to get the ball. Let's take our time. Let the clock run. I'm pretty confident in Moore and Pinnock in the middle of the park. Not that confident with Javon Brown out wide. Jordan said we have two sensible center backs. Yeah, but we're short one person in the middle of the park. Or out wide, but not how you look at it. Ball to Antonio. Ball out of bounds. Oh, pressure the keeper. No, he got it inside. So ball played upfield. Mexico with the ball, playing the ball out of game.
Yeah, I think my feet is a little bit behind.
Yeah, ball in Jamaica in Jamaica half. We're going deep. We're going very deep. The left side is wide open. And Javon Brown comes too deep, too quickly. He's just running with like a little young buck without any head. He's just running anywhere and not in timing is off. Oh, that ball was almost in for a goal. Oh, okay, it was a offside. Pinnock is playing very, very smart, actually. Really reading the play well. We got to be very careful because Mexico is playing desperate. They're going over the top, either wide or down the middle, trying to catch us. He wasn't offside either. The linesman blew offside. He wasn't offside because Javon Brown was keeping on. I'm telling you, Paul Hall, you need to take Javon Brown off the field. I don't care if it's Alvis or not. Take him off the field. He's not recognizing anything. He's not recognizing where he is. He's not recognizing what defense is doing.
Come on. Good ball, DJ.
A while ago, Leo, the play wasn't offside. The linesman waved his flag. VAR wouldn't have given an offside on that play.
I agree.
But Javon Brown was too deep. Obviously, we need a right back because this right back is not playing well. Mexico making a change. They're bringing on number 5. I can't see who's coming off. Leones coming on for number 18.
My hope is that Paul Hall does not read this goal as saying we don't need further changes.
I would take Javon Brown off the field. Ball the taxi to DJ to Ravel. Ravel make a poor touch. Come on, Ravel. He get the ball in space, no pressure. And he gave the ball away and did the same thing that Lowe did, which is lesser. He's been awful. Why is he playing still?
Lunging.
No, but he miscontrolled the ball. He's been doing that all night.
I agree.
And Javon Brown is having a nightmare, like a real nightmare. And the coach can't see that because I know what the coach is doing. I guess the coach doesn't think he have an option. He has to make a change.
So that's a flopping though by the Mexicans.
Yeah, but he's pushing him. Don't push him. He's not going anywhere. You have 2 defenders there, you and Fleming. Why are you pushing him? Why are you pushing him? He can't go anywhere. Why are you pushing him? Sorry, guys in the chat. I'm not, I'm getting too excited here. Let's see what your comments are. Okay, guys, we have over 300 people in the stream. Please like up the chat. If you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe. Oh, my God. That was close. The ball came. I'm not sure what happened. I have no idea what happened. We had no idea. The ball fell to Blake, but he wasn't even in the play. I'm not sure the Mexican player missed the ball. It was a brilliant cross. I think he was offside. He headed it. He was offside. The ball hit a bunch of players. The player who headed the ball from Mexico, though, he was barely offside. Antonio had the ball after him, and the ball somehow dropped harmless to the Blake. That was close. That was a vicious cross, by the way. I'm not sure if the Mexican player touched the ball or tried to head it, but I think he was in an offside position. Mexico with ball again, coming forward, attacking. Yeah, I probably put on Mariappa instead of Brown. Brown has been terrible.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. They need to bring on Mariappa.
Yeah, Flemo does draw a foul. Yes, Fresh God. Please like up the stream, people. Please like up the stream. If you're here in the chat, watching the game with us, Jamaica against Mexico. Jamaica leading by 1-0. Unfortunate for us, we are only playing with 10 players as Damian Lowe got a red card just before the end of the first half. Ravel is not hitting this in the game. I would replace Ravel with anybody, seriously. He's just been very poor tonight. No, can't control the ball, can't pass the ball, poor decision making. I'm not sure what Paul Hall is looking at, but he should have changed him already.
Wasted ball. Wasted ball. But, you know.
You in the chat that Ronnie's going to get a red card. He's going to get a red card, but he's been poor. I'll put Mariappa out there. Mariappa played with a more, even though Mariappa struggled against Honduras, he can't be this bad. It's hard to be this bad, the way Brown.
Mariappa does a better job of reading the game.
He does, actually. He does. So Mexico is trying to walk the ball up, looking for opportunities, looking for where they can penetrate. Good block. Antonio with the ball. Antonio, poor touch by Antonio. Come on, Antonio. You got to do a better touch. When we get the ball, we have to teach like it's goal and it's precious.
That's right. We have to keep it.
Yeah.
The relentless attack it's not good.
Antonio is foul referee. That's a foul referee. Didn't call it. Antonio got fouled. The ref didn't call it.
This referee.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Attack the ball. Don't give him all the time to dribble.
Come on, 3 of you guys. Come on, back up your man. How is that man taking on 2-0?
The referee is not calling anything. The referee, yeah. I think that Antonio looked like he got hit. The referee is not calling anything.
So can't we ask for VAR?
I think players are going to get upset with the referee. This may not turn out well enough. The referee is not blowing the game the way he should. I think Antonio got held, but let's see what VAR says. He's not. I don't know what he's watching, what he's looking at. But players are going to get upset with the referee. Yeah, that was a foul. He hit Antonio in the face. I don't know why the referee wouldn't have called that. That looked more like an elbow or a slap in the face. You never know about these referees, And the one who come from Central America, you never know.
I agree with you.
And the referee's telling him to get out. Like, seriously, referee? You slapped him in the face. He didn't even call a foul on that play. It was a foul, but he didn't call it.
I want to see Mariappa warming up.
They should have taken on Javon Brown from halftime. I'm not sure what Paul Hawley's waiting for. Jamaica has the ball deep in their own half. Why isn't VAR looking at that? I guess he was just trying to block him off, actually. It wasn't an elbow. The ball is with Mexico. We're in the 59th minute. Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. Mexico with the ball in the Jamaica half. Javon Brown hesitating. He's having a tough evening. Mexico trying to play the ball through, looking for those openings. I think they bring on the winger who can dribble quite a bit. Pin up in another ball headed out. We're under pressure. We're under siege. Mexico winning the ball and trying to take us on the end of the box, trying to cross the ball in for a tap in. Corner to Mexico. It's going to be it's going to be a long evening. It's going to be a long 30 minutes remaining.
Can Greg Lee play?
Look like he's a dribbler.
Can Greg Lee play right back?
Can who?
Can Greg Lee play right back?
Good question. I don't know. Foul against Mexico. Jamaica with a free kick deep in their own half. We need another goal, Antonio. Come on, Antonio. And Ravel, please find your boots because I'm not sure what you're doing. That wasn't a foul, referee. It was a poor call. But anyway, that's in our favor, so I can't complain. Jamaica with a goal kick. See, we taking goal kick, but our defenders are walking with their back to the goal. Suppose Blake kicked the ball poorly. You have to walk sideways.
I mean,
saying that is what he did. Antonio with the ball, turnover. Same thing I said is what he did. Poor kick. Javon Brown with the ball, pass to Flemo. Flemo turn to Javon Brown. Throwing to Jamaica. Mexico's are boxing us in. We need to move the ball quicker and get the ball out into spaces. The ball is just over the halfway line. We're in the 61st minute. Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. Javon Brown with a throw-in down the way to Speedy come forward. Foul on Jamaica. Referee, that's not a foul.
Wow, that's a foul.
I know. You're just calling everything now. Come on, Jamaica. We got to get behind the ball. Mexico the ball over the halfway line. Ball played out wide to number 23, looking for a pass. Sees none. Play the ball on the line. They're going to isolate Javon Brown 1-on-1. Mexico the ball in the middle of the Jamaica half. Score Jamaica 1, Mexico 0 in the 62nd minute. Number 50 for Mexico the ball. Play the ball up top. Moore head the ball out. Come on, Speedy. Put a foot in. Pinnock with another head out, and Pinnock is having a stellar game. Come on, Antonio. You got to win those one-on-one situation, Antonio. You have to win those one-on-one situation. You can't. You're walking as if you're tired.
And what he's doing is that he has to find the center of gravity against the player. The player is just walking away.
Mexican missed a clear shot, actually. Antonio has tripped over himself again, turned the ball over again. It's rough being up there by yourself. Blake with a miraculous. They kicked the ball over the bar. Did Blake save it? Ball played in Jamaica half, shot by number 23 over the bar. It's going to be a long 27 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just come in the stream, please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed before. You're here in the Coach's Desk Forum. We're watching Jamaica versus Mexico in the watch-along. Score is Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. Jamaica is only playing with 10 players as we lost Damian Lowe just at almost the end of the first half, where he went in for a tackle, won the ball, but was too forceful in the tackle. Referee didn't call a foul, but VAR decided that it warranted referee's review. They did, and ended up with Jamaica getting a red card.
Yeah, I agree with you. Fresh God. Antonio tired. Maybe they need to bring on Andre Gray so he can hold up the ball.
So Devon, find God. Devon said God will get us through. I saw the find God in the WhatsApp, I hope to find him in other times, actually, Devon. But I hope we win the game. I won't say who's going to get us through. I don't think God has partiality about who should win. But I hope we can somehow. Oh, they're getting chances after chances. It's another chance. Ball in the edge of the box. Antuna tried a left footer. If he just controlled the ball, he may have had more room to score, actually. Jamaica. Greg Lee's coming on. Let's see who's coming on for. Number 2, Greg Lee's coming on. For Flemo, it looks like. Flemo seems to be walking off the field. No, it's not Flemo. Oh, it is Flemo. He wasn't sure it was him, so we're making a change. Or is it Taxi? Taxi's also walking across. So it looked like Taxi's coming off. Well, I see Flemo walked off, so I'm not sure what's happening, actually.
I don't know.
Good run, Taxi. Good play. 64th minute. Slow the clock down. Give our team a breather. Greg Lee's coming on the left. It's been a long, long game. And I apologize for those of you in the chat who are posting messages. I am doing a poor job of getting your messages on actually.
Taxi was competent. Good job, you know.
Yes, I would agree.
Come on, Morrison. Ugh.
Mexico with the ball, moving upfield, ball played out wide to number 23, looking for a pass, played inside to number 5, who has been dangerous since he's come on. Like a dribble, ball play out wide. Play it behind you, play it inside to number 5. He's trying. Good win. Don't kick the ball out. Referee called a foul. That's not a foul. What are you doing? He called a foul. That's not a foul. How's that a foul? That is not a foul.
This must be a fix, yo. Mexico and USA.
It's a fix. That's not a foul.
Mexico and USA get these crazy calls.
That's not a foul. That's nowhere a foul. And you know what happens? The players are losing it now because the referee is not playing the game fair. That's not a foul.
Are they gonna do VAR? I mean, what is this?
It's gonna be. He can call a penalty. He must be calling a penalty because it's in the box.
I mean, there's no way that is a foul.
That's not a foul. He put his hand up. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. He's calling a penalty.
Listen, if Antonio was not fouled, that is not a foul.
That's in the box. It's in the box. If it's in the box, a penalty. He's not calling a penalty. I'm not sure what he's calling then, because it was in the box. Because he says it's not a foul.
This man is a crook. It makes absolutely no sense.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And he clearly didn't.
The player just threw himself to the ground. Nothing happened. He just threw himself to the ground. That's what happened. He threw himself to the ground. And when Antonio did that, he didn't get the call, but he gave this player the call. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jamaica's having a tough time in CONCACAF with these refereeing decisions. It's crazy. I don't know how that's a foul. I don't see any foul there. He did put his hand up. This is a dangerous position. Now, the only thing is that when the ball is that close in, it's hard to get the ball up and over the wall. We got to make sure we don't have any space in between the wall. So the edge of the wall has to be really well done.
Come on, Brown. Look at that face, Greg Lee. Watch it. All right, DJ.
Dawes block, poor free kick. Jamaica still. And Pinnock head the ball out again. Balakar, you know, 1 year you said nothing to me again. Nothing. Nothing to me, Balakar, about Pinnock. We don't want to hear you. And if Balakar's not going to buckle him next time he come up on the program, Pinnock can't play. You don't know what I'm talking about. Pinnock win all the headers. He's blocking everything. It isn't Pinnock we trust. I agree with you, Big Ed. Because he said, regardless of how the game turned out, he has proven himself to be a good defender. That number 5 is dangerous. He's creating a lot of space. But we're well balanced out defensively. We're really, really well stocked in the defense. We're playing smart. Antonio is now all the way back, so we won't have any attack. It's going to be low block for the rest of the game. I think he should take Morrison off because he's not going to be able to do much. Ball to Antonio.
He's not doing much.
Antonio, the ball out to Flemo. Flemo looking for a pass. Doesn't have any pass. And Flemo's all by his own. He's not going to be able to do anything with this. Kick it off him, Flemo. He can't do much with it. Too many people. After a while, they run him out. He doesn't have the speed to go by them.
Foul.
He's not going to call a foul. We're in the 69th minute. Jamaica has 21 minutes plus any injury time to come through this game. We're leading by 1-0. It's in the National Stadium, Kingston, Jamaica. Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. Come on, Antonio, look beside you. Now, Antonio's almost playing defense now, almost like right back. Ball wide, Greg. Mexico has the ball in the Jamaica half. Now about a quarter way in. Passing the ball around, looking for penetration, looking for opportunities to go behind the defense. Jamaica playing really, really smart, really tucked in, allowing the ball to go out wide so they can defend in the middle. Greg Lee putting a tackler. Very, very quick, very, very physical. Mexico with the ball deep in Jamaica half. Jamaica making a change. Gray's going to come on. He's Gotta be for Antonio. Antonio looks tired. So number 11, Gray is gonna come on. Not sure he's gonna come on 4. It's Antonio. It looks like Antonio does look tired. Been a long game.
Yeah, we need him for the other games.
Yeah, I think it's a good change.
But I guess
game. It's been a long game.
Guess the coach is sticking with Brown.
Yeah.
Mexico also making 3 changes.
Yeah, it looks like it's 5 changes in CONCACAF. They made what, 2 already? They made 1 the first minute. They made another, bring number 5, and they're making 3 more changes. We could use Burke in this game for Flemo, actually.
Yeah, so we need some legs.
Flemo, definitely. We definitely use Burke for Flemo. If you just join us on the stream, we have over 300 people on the stream. We thank you for joining us. You're watching Jamaica against Mexico at the National Stadium, Kingston, Jamaica. Jamaica leading by 1-0, but Jamaica only has 10 men. And it was difficult with 11. It's much more difficult with 10. But Jamaica showing they have resilience, playing hard, playing smart. But Mexico is trying to penetrate. They're taking their time now. They're looking to see where they have space. We're playing like Sam Allardyce has taught people to play in the low block, playing really, really deep. Mexico has the ball just on the halfway line. Jamaica positionally is moving in synchrony. It's very, very synchronized. Looking for the runs, and Mexico trying to penetrate. Good coming by Morrison, then go back into defensive position. Really, really smart playing, actually. Just shutting them enough. Greg Lee won the ball upfield, trying to find a pass, trying to pass the ball out to Gray. Gray with the ball deep, 1-on-1. Come on, Gray, take him on. Has no help, 4 men around him. Gray trying to pass the ball inside and get a throw in. Good play, Gray. Love the energy, love the movement out wide.
Yeah, man, and we just hold on to the ball, keep possession. Every minute is a victory.
Well,
Come on.
SL South Crow, if we play a bush team and we win nothing, we're not here. We're looking for a result. Not care how we play, as long as we win. We'll think about how we play later, but we're just looking for a victory. Ball to poor Ravel. Ravel, a beautiful ball to Gray. Gray back to Ravel. Oh, come on, Gray. Do something with the ball. That was a good pass by Ravel to Gray, and he tried to go back. Pin up with another header deep.
Yeah, man, he should have kicked that ball to the goal, yo.
Yeah. Pinnock playing real smart. Ball into Pinnock. Pinnock for a pass. Play the ball over the top to just too much. Why you stop running, Gray? Pinnock has been a monster tonight, gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how Premier League players with quality plays. Ravel made a brilliant pass to Gray. If he could have took the ball into the goal, he tried to go back to Ravel. All he did was take the ball in.
He had a shot.
Ball by Ravel.
I mean, anyways.
In the 73rd minute, Mexico attack him. That was wild by Javon Brown. You won the ball. Just take the ball and do something with it. Kick the ball out of bounds like a wild man.
Why did he do that?
To kick the ball away. Show some composure under pressure. Mexico with the ball deep, looking to penetrate. Just playing the ball around, looking for that run behind the defense. Number 5.
Come on.
Don't let him dribble.
Come on, guys. Stay compact.
Good block by Speedy. Corner to Mexico. Javon Brown needs to be composed. Good run by Speedy, playing hard. Most I've seen Speedy defend. And a lot of praying going on for Lord Jesus. Why people find Jesus, Jamaica, badness, and I don't want Jesus. Oh, Jesus penetrate, I don't know. Cross by Mexico. Mexico had the ball down, out of bounds. The goal kick to Jamaica. We're in the 74th minute. Mexico is getting really nervous. It's desperation time for Mexico. Jamaica leading by 1-0. Jamaica has been very, very resilient. Regardless of the outcome, very proud of the team. It's very difficult to play with 10 players in any game against any team, especially the team that outpossesses you, have more technical players. And we have played really smart. Low block football, trying to attack, go on the counter attack. And it's working so far. Let's hope it continues to work. Come on, guys. Can't allow them to just win the ball in the air like that. Brown's playing better second half, though, I must say. He's playing better second half. He's playing smarter. He had a rough first half, but he's been improved second half. But he still needs to show more composure, though.
Tired.
Big Ed, if we lose our first low fault, Paula should bring Grant in. No. Grant is not here. It is what it is. Speed it to DJ. DJ play the ball to Pinnock. Pinnock play the ball. Oh, brilliant ball out to Lee. Looking for a pass. Cross the ball over to, almost found Morrison. That was close. That was a brilliant. Pinnock has been exceptional. People, if you want to see how to play center back and find your man under composure, playing with 10 men, go watch Pinnock. This has been a masterclass. And frankly, I am recording the game and I have to pick up all these highlights after I watch the game again. If we win, if we lose, I'm not watching the game, but if we win, I must say Pinnock has been very impressive. So that form for Brentford has translated to Jamaica because he's been magnificent tonight. His passing has been exceptional, and he's showing how center halves need to pass when they get the ball versus booting the ball to the opposition. Not calling any names, but you know who I'm talking about. Come on, Gray, you got to go back. You just came on the field. See, I told you Gray doesn't have the legs anymore. Doesn't have the legs anymore.
Him look kind of heavy.
Yeah, him done him run like him about 40. He don't have the legs anymore. People talking about he should play wide and play in the front too. He can't. He's running like a man up who's my age. That's not a good thing. Oh, come on. Gray got to make a better pass. Good ball to Marcel. Looking for Gray. Gray has no help. Don't go forward, Gray. Looking for help. Doesn't have any. And he gave the ball away. What the...
There goes Johnson. There goes Johnson.
He gave the ball away. I have no idea what he was doing. That was an awful ball.
Yeah, we expect better than that.
Awful ball. Awful ball. You're under pressure, you're going to make a pass like that? Ball crossing to the box. Good header by Javon Brown, and he's pulled up. He's down. He's pulled up. Javon Brown has pulled something, and he's in trouble. Mexican have seen it. Don't give him a shot. Don't give him a shot. DJ with the ball looking for a pass. And ball turnover again. Javon Brown has pulled up. But he's on the field. He looked like he had pulled up. Mexico looking for 1-2. Ball to DJ again. Trying to play the ball off the Gray. Gray one-on-one. Lost the battle. Gray has to do better. Gray looks heavy. He looks like a man he runs like somebody's 40 years old. Very heavy. I'm not sure Gray was a change. Javon Brown looks like he's pulled something. If he's pulled, go sit down, let him take you off and put somebody else on. It was a good header he made though, because that was number 10 was lining up.
Right, I think he
jerked himself when he fell. He jerked hard when he came down, actually. Yeah, you're right, Flex. He landed badly. We are in the 78 minutes. I think we're going to have some injury time. Give him Javon Brown injury. We're 12 minutes away from the 90th minute. Jamaica leading Mexico by 1-0. Hey, Neo, take over for me. I'm going to take a step back for 1 second.
Okay, no problem. All right, guys. So medical attention being given to Brown here. I think we're making good use of this opportunity to kill some time. I think I might be behind the feed. Somebody have here silly one to put on Albas. Is that a joke or is that for real? I'm not sure. Okay, I guess it is true. All right, Brown. Well, he didn't have the best of games, but he improved towards it, after the second half. So Jamaica with a throw. No, okay, they're giving it back to the Mexicans.
So it looks like we made a change. Who will replace? Javon Brown is on the bench.
Yes, and they brought on Albas Powell.
Okay. Well, we said Mariapa, but you know what? I'm supporting Powell. Come on, Powell. Show us what you got. You just came on. You have a lot of energy. Come on. Don't let them dribble all the way down, Speedy. Go stop the ball. Don't let them dribble all the way down. Go stop the play. Good jockeying, Albas Powell. Come on, Jamaica. We're in the 80th minute. Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. Ball headed out by Alvas Powell to Mexico. Mexico coming again. Cross the ball into the box. Ball headed out by Alvas again. He's down. Come on, referee. You don't call a foul on that? Mexico playing the ball in the edge of the box, looking for penetration. Play the ball behind Greg Lee. Tackle the ball. Come on, people. Go to the ball. Don't run off. Tackle the man. We're under pressure, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see in my voice that I'm getting a little bit nervous at this point.
Good clearance by DJ there.
Salvador and give him a goal late. Let's hope this doesn't happen tonight. Ball, Mexico with the ball in the box. Crosses to the far post. And Mexico scored. Mexico scored. We know it's going to happen. Ball far post. Headed in. Not sure what happened. Keeper got to get that ball. Goal by Mexico. That shouldn't have happened. We had the defensive presence there. That always happens to us. Ball crossover. Where was the goalkeeper? I got to see that again. That's ridiculous. Ball out wide. We had the defense there. Crossover. I don't know what Blake was doing. He headed it, and the player came forward. That shouldn't have happened. We had a defensive player presence there. Alvas have no idea where he was. He wasn't marking the man, or the ball wasn't marking anybody. Man can't get the header there. You got to go lean in the man to make sure that has happened. He's there with the man. You know what happened? He stepped to the ball versus stepping to the man. Crazy.
So Blake got the ball. He was trying to parry it over the post.
Yeah, that's a handball, referee. Where's VAR? Where's VAR? That's a handball, isn't it? They gave him a goal. Didn't his hand hit the ball? I don't think that's a yes, you know.
I don't think so, actually. To be honest.
I thought his hand hit the ball.
Come on, Jamaica. We gotta get this point.
Ravel playing both again. Ravel should not be on the field. Ravel has been awful.
Oh my God.
Ravel has been awful. Man is turning Alvas all inside out. Alvas did a good job though. You can hear the air drop out of this whole thing. This is terrible.
Come on, guys. Win the ball.
Alvas is lost. Alvas is fuck. 60, my friend. I'm done. Alvas is lost. He's lost. He's on the field turning around like a gig. He has no idea where he is. 2 goals on his side in no time. We make a change on the right side and both goals come from his side of the field. Unbelievable. Turn around like a gig. Don't know where he is. Locationally poor. And he's shown why he's not in the team and he's not scoring. Like, he's turning around like it's crazy. 2 goals in 2 minutes, basically. Unbelievable, 88 minutes. Alvas has positionally, no idea where he is. No idea where he is. Look, at number 10 is outside of him. Moore is marking a man. You're not marking your man. You're not marking anybody. You're not marking anybody, Alvas. You have no idea where you are. Moore is marking his man and you're marking Moore's man.
I don't know why he wouldn't have brought on.
Because Alvas coming to the field and is clueless. Clueless.
He needed to bring on Mariappa.
It should have been Mariappa. We agree. Because Alvas is clueless. Clueless. He has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea where he is. He's clueless. And the man scored from a near post. Shouldn't be scoring from a near post either. Wow.
Yeah, I agree.
With 10 minutes left and give up 2 goals in 2 minutes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I guess we miss Javon Brown now because Alvas is clueless. Alvas has no idea what he's doing. And he's shown it. He's defensively clueless. The first goal, before you go lead into the man, that's what you do, go far post. You're nowhere near it. We have balance. We had balance for both goals that scored. Alvas is in no position, have no idea where he is. It's crazy. You come on fresh, you're a senior player, and you have no idea what you're doing. Unbelievable.
It's sad because
Alvas comes on and give up 2 goals.
All of the work that Pinnock has been doing just dashed away.
This is depressing. Unbelievable. Mexico is not in the game. They're doing their stuff, but they're frustrated and Unbelievable.
I don't know. The coach can make a change. Come on, Paul Hall, bring bring somebody else on.
It was a tough task already. You bring on somebody who can't defend himself. Can't defend himself. Javan had a tough time, but at least he was recovering. He was doing something. Abbas has come on the field and clueless.
Yeah, he really looked.
I mean, Greg Lee comes on, you can see him doing something. Abbas comes on, he's nowhere to be found. Can't chase a team with 10 people when they're a ball possession team. It's gonna be running your heart out. You're not in the game. It's gonna make your life difficult.
No positional awareness.
Number 10 is smiling. You see Abbas, he's just like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun out here.
Yeah.
Abbas have no idea what he's doing. We say what's with Mariapa. You bring on Abbas, and you know Abbas doesn't know what he's doing.
And I mean, it's funny because people refer to Mariapa as the closer, right? He will see out games for Jamaica.
When you're bringing on a right back, you think he's more athletic, and it's so defense not only play with your legs, it's play with your brain. He exhibited none of that in this evening. Sorry to be harsh, but
if you were
Abbas is the one who.
If you were in the 70th minute, that means that yes, Mariapa had a long flight, but we're asking him to give us 20 minutes max.
We're not good. We need a coach and better footballers. It's not a coach. Coach can't go there playing for you. You put the players on, being the player's going to do a job, and the player didn't do a job.
I agree. I'm not.
Play Marston off because Marston's given us anything today. Played the whole game and played awful.
Listen, I can't blame Paul Hall because, as you said, Albus is a senior player. We know that he's imperfect, but you don't expect him to go there and be such a complete breakdown. I don't know. Albus
should have made more changes though. I don't see why Flemmer's on the field and Marston and Rabbit's on the field.
Yeah, he could bring on Burke. Bring on Burke.
Energy. You need, but you also the technical. I keep telling people it's the quality of the players. I saw Albus when I was in Orlando. I keep telling you guys. First of all, he wasn't fit, never fit, always
right. He's not fit. No.
Positionally challenged, and it was very obvious tonight in terms of how this game turned out. Unbelievable. I'm not blaming no coach for this. The coach could have made some better changes, but coach can't play for the players. We're leading 1-0 in the 80th minute. You expect to do a better job. You need to bring on somebody on the field who have no idea what the hell they're doing. Positionally clueless. Now we can't get the ball off them because we could never get the ball off them in the first place. Now they have no reason. They're just going to play the ball back. We got to come up goals. We don't care.
They have no reason to give away the ball because they're leading.
We will not touch the ball for the rest of the game. We're not touching the ball for the rest of the game. In the 80-something minute, we're not going to touch the ball for the rest of the game. They have no reason to go forward. They're going to just play it around us, and he just lost spin up there. And number 10 is there again because nobody's marking him because Albus is marking more. Albus must be getting more on opposite side. He's marking his center half. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Wow. This is a tough loss. Working so hard, playing, not playing really well, but working really hard. You expect us to get something out of the game. We gave up 2 goals in 2 minutes, basically. We're behaving like we think we could qualify. Well, it's not. We're not delusional. We played well enough to get us something out of this game. Not I won't say well, but we fight hard enough to get something in this game.
You better believe that Mexico were very nervous.
Of course, there's a relief on the manager's face.
Yeah.
I cannot believe we gave up 2 goals in 2 minutes. We put on Javan Brown come and injured himself, and Javan wasn't having a good game. But Albus has been beyond awful. Javan was poor in the first half. Albus has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say it, but Damian Lowe and Albus Powell, did not have a good night tonight. I mean, they really let us down.
I'm not using any euphemism. No euphemism tonight. They were poor. They were awful. Damon Lowe was awful during the game. In the first half, he made an awful tackle, awful result, and then we had, I don't know what Alvis is doing. Alvis has been challenged anyway. Look, we can't beat all the players because some players played hard. They give their heart out. They tried. It's a tough night. Mexicans are technically better. But frankly, we had a chance to win this game, not just draw it, win the game. And you know what? It didn't work out. We made simple mistakes. We brought on Alvis Paul. Look how Greg Lee came on. Look how Greg Lee is playing. Look how Alvis is playing. Competent. Right? He does the simple things right. I think, it's sad, but it goes back to the issue of player development, the basics, and somebody like Greg Lee, Pinnock, these guys have the basics. We need more English-based players.
Yeah.
So all you all want to talk about local better players and fighting local players, look at the ones who didn't play well in this game. Look at the Pinnocks who played well. Even though DJ, I think, was Jamaican born. Look how DJ played well. Rabbit was awful. Don't get me wrong. Antonio had a tough night. Wasn't getting a lot of service. But whether it was Flemo, whether it was Damien, whether it was Javon, I think Taxi had a decent game. Taxi wasn't poor.
Yeah, I mean, and the truth is, I can't really. I'm not gonna hate on Flemo. I think Flemo, he's been running. He hasn't done anything special, but he did not collapse or embarrass us.
So we took out Antonio in the game. We took out Javon Brown, and the team fell apart. Because Gray had a good chance. And he made a poor pass to try to get the ball to Ravel. That was at 1-0. He take the ball and then goal and score, and it's 2-0. It's a different game. Number 10, see Alvis coming, and he smiles. You see Alvis coming, and he smiles. And my feet have stopped. My feet of the game have stopped. I don't know what happened. Is your feed going, Neil?
You know what? I had to refresh.
Oh, I may need to do that actually. It's not refreshing. I've lost the game.
That was almost a goal right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm done with this campaign. I'm tired. It's frustrating.
I think the referee has called it. No? Okay, a corner to Mexico.
Yeah, I've lost the feed for some reason. I don't know.
Mexico played a short corner, keeping possession, kicked it back toward their own half. Just maintaining possession, seeing the game out. 4 minutes extra time, and we are in the 94th minute. Anytime now, expect the referee to blow the game. Andre Gray, DJ, trying to pressure the goalkeeper. Speedy won a ball, but he gave it back to the Mexicans. Mexicans playing in their own half, turning it back into the middle.
They're not going. They're just keeping the ball until they win. Match ended 2-1. 2-1 to Mexico. Unbelievable. You can't make this up.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't even feel like doing a post-game analysis. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling this. This has been bad. This is a tough loss.
It's a tough loss, guys. I mean, there were moments of hope. There was a darkness that came after Lowe got the red card. Then we scored that goal. Not quite sure what happened. 2 goals in 2 minutes. As Cranky say, can't make it up. Unexpected.
We made a change at the right. The 2 goals came from. Look, we fought really hard. We defended really well. We put a right back in the game. We're supposed to be a right back experienced player who lacks awareness. And that was very obvious. The ball that came over, we had good defensive position. It wasn't a dangerous situation. When you're playing that position, you lean into the forward. You lean into, if you can't get the ball, you lean into it, put pressure on him. He was clueless. He's spinning around like a gig. And the second goal, he doesn't know where he is. He's marking more versus go mark his own man.
Yeah, he was completely out of the game. I don't know. You know, that's just crazy.
Kermo saying,
You know,
about Gray. I told you guys, you can tell about Gray play up front. He wasn't in my team. Gray looks heavy. He's out of shape. He can't run. So I don't know how you guys wanted to start up front with Antonio. Antonio, the goal changer. Yeah, he was a game changer. I hate to be harsh, guys, but I'm sorry. He was poor.
To Antonio?
Low cost us the game. Low didn't cost us the game. We leading the game the 88th minute. A lot of people could be blamed. The Mexicans cost us the game. They were a better team. Alba shouldn't come on. You had to put somebody on the right back. Javon Brown couldn't run anymore. You had to put somebody on. It's either him or Mariappa. Mariappa flew from halfway across the world. But we can see that Alvas is not ready. We've been seeing this for a while. We have all espoused the views about certain players. You can't blame anybody. It just happened. Maybe it's fate. Referee was poor too. Craig Smith said, Coach, if you look at the ball game on the balls over to Elvis Presley, you know we can see I was lucky. Answer your score. That's what Elvis done to Jamaica. I can't even read what he's saying. It's not English. Sorry. Hate to say it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I hate to be bad in saying that, but I can't. Rewrite what you were trying to say, Craig Smith.
Yeah.
When you look over sport company field, you can say you don't care nothing but Jamaica football team. Craig, I can't. I understand what you're saying, Craig. Please rephrase and please use punctuation so I can decipher what you're saying.
I think one of the disappointing things is that, you know, the team didn't perform well tonight, but I'm also very upset that they never had any fans in there to give them power when they, you know, to give them a lift when they were down. You know, things never worked out tonight. You know, Alvas came on, and when I say I don't know what happened with Alvas, honestly, I mean, 2 goals in 2 minutes.
So justice. I'm sorry to say this, guys. The coach came play for you on the field. I'm telling you what, guys, watch the game. The game suggests that we couldn't keep possession and they kept possession for the entire game. We got lucky scoring off the corner. This wasn't a game where we penetrated them. We kept the ball. We made offensive plays. We were just defending all night. And it gets exacerbated by Lowe getting the red card. Didn't help us at all. And we had Gray's chance he got, we tried to place the ball back to Morrison, being unselfish. He should have tried to take the ball in and goal. But let's not fool ourselves. We weren't in the game.
Yeah.
We dominated possession. We could have won the game, yes, but we weren't in the game. And we have to come to a realization in football in Jamaica that we have to improve the product. We have to improve our players. When you're playing, look at the players on the field tonight. Now, Antonio didn't have the best game because he didn't have a lot of possession. But look at Pinnock's play versus any other player. Look at DJ's play versus any other player. Now, Ravel was pitiful tonight, frankly. It's very obvious. He shouldn't have finished the game. But look at the other players around them, how they played. You can see who is quality. Look at Greg Lee when he came on. The energy, the vigor, the fight, the anticipation. Where did you see that in some other players? So when we keep saying it's the coach, we agree with Moore wasn't our cup of tea for a lot of us, whether it's how he's communicate or how we strategize or who we put in the team. But frankly, the coach didn't lose us this game. The coach put on a right back who's an experienced player in the Jamaica national team, been playing for the team for years. The coach expects him to use his experience when we're down to 10 men to help the team withstand the Mexican attack. That didn't happen. The coach can't go play the ball for Ravel. You can't go tell Lowe, you know what? We're in 2022. This is not the 1940s and 50s and 60s and 70s when you go kick the ball and break a man for then you pat your chest. This is not that game. The game has changed. And VAR tonight got him a red card. And he's laughing as if, what you're talking about, nobody plays that football anymore. I hope he doesn't do that at Inter Miami. He's going to end up in the same place. So this whole notion, look, I hope we would have won the game. It's very frustrating. I thought DJ had a good game. I thought Pinnock had a good game. I thought Blake played well in spurts because I think he could have done better on the first goal. But I will say that some players need to look at themselves And those players who complain about being fought out and not getting game and who should play and coach getting fired, go look in the mirror. Look how you played. Because tonight we got a footballing lesson. Now, Mexico didn't get a ton of chances, but you know what? The 2 chances they got shouldn't have scored. I thought it hit his hand. I'm telling you, Neil, look at that goal again. I thought the ball hit his hand.
You know what? Which guy? The first guy or the second guy?
The second guy. The guy headed the ball down. Blake saved it. Look when he had to get the ball going to goal.
Yeah, I don't really see that it hit his hand. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if it did, but I thought it did.
His arm was outstretched, but the ball fell below his arm.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I thought it hit his hand actually.
Yeah, his arm was outstretched, but it didn't make contact with his arm. It's unfortunate because the players that had a bad night tonight, Lowe and Alvas, these guys have been around for a long time.
No, they've had bad nights a lot of times.
I agree, but all I'm saying is I cannot fault the coach for putting some trust in these guys who have been there for a long time. What I will say is the team did better against the United States than they did against Mexico tonight. I don't know if it is because we rise to the occasion whenever we play the United States. But it was a poor showing against Mexico, but we had it. We had the game in our grasp and lost everything in 2 minutes.
2 minutes from the same side of the field, the same player involved. It's not by chance. It's not happen chance. It's not by chance. It is who you have on the field and who's in position. So let me go to the chat. It's been a long night. Low put us behind the 8 ball. We're playing against 12 men. I would agree with that. Jamaican fans, we are the worst. Why you say that, Delhi? Why you say we are the worst? We're just passionate. All locals we get banned from the team except Blake. I don't know about that. Some locals did okay. I thought Speedy did okay. It was tough.
Speedy did well.
Craig said the topic is not about Gray. If every I'm correct, I'm gonna say this again. Read before you post your stuff. The topic is not Gray. If every what and cannot run talk about other sport always break. We can't rejoin up, Gray. I'm sorry, Craig. Can't rejoin up.
It's incoherent.
Read what you write before you send it, because we want to post what you say, and we have a large audience of 300 people. You got to tell me what you're saying. Can't rejoin up. If I say, okay, let me read it. The topic is not about Gray. If everyone cannot run talk about other sport, always break. Many people are in Jamaica. All the football league must retire from this national game. That's how it reads. I'm sorry. I'm going to critique your English. I know we're in a forum where we don't necessarily write English, but you got to write something we can understand. Break up your sentences. Sorry. And I'm very annoyed. You can hear the noise in my voice because I lost.
And Clive.
I lost. I'm annoyed.
So Clive says, where was the pressing game? No player to win the ball in the middle.
Wait. Guys, you can't press where you can. You go press tonight, we got 4 or 5. We couldn't press because we can't get the ball off them. If you go press and they play the ball around you, look how much ball they play over the top and we're playing deep. Can you imagine we're pressing? How much ball go over the top? No, I was saying to Javon Brown that he was having an awful night, but he didn't get a ton of help. But he was struggling. But it's tough when you're out there isolated with players who are skillful. But look, I think the team tried. Cranky Paul Hall will bury himself when the second goal goes in. I don't know what he could have done. I mean, he put in, Javon Brown could have got a penalty. They showed in the game, could have got a penalty and a foul in the first half. He plays reckless. He plays very young, actually. That was a foul. I think it was a foul when he fouled the player and didn't get a penalty. He went for the man. He didn't have the ball. It was a foul. They showed it like 5 or 6 times on CBS Sports. But anyway.
I'm surprised. That brought
I thought it was a foul. I have to blame the coach for Alvarez. He should have put on Mariappa for experience, who's better defensively. But Alvarez is a right back. When you put your team up, you have Gregley and Taxi on the left. You have Alvarez and Java on the right. That's how you set the team up. Mariappa is the cover in the middle. You only do that, Mariappa, while you're playing 3 at the back or you're playing in emergency. So you can't blame the coach for that. Alvarez is an experienced player, played with the national team for years, playing in MLS for years. You put him on for experience. I'm not going to blame the coach for that. Sorry.
It's a tough call. Me personally, I like Mariappa. He'd play for me every time, but You put on somebody with younger legs, you don't expect 2 goals in 2 minutes.
So this guy is so emotional. If you're not emotional, Brandon, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be watching Jamaica or Jamaican fight. You got to be emotional. We want to win. If you're not emotional, you're not showing me passion. Now I could exhibit composure here. I could stop being emotive. I could try to be articulate and eloquent, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling emotive, so I'm showing my emotion.
And guess what? I don't, I can't accept that either, because we lost the game tonight, not because Mexico played well, because we let ourselves down. If Mexico played well and beat us 2-1, then, okay. But tonight we had the game right up until almost the 88th minute, 2 goals in 2 minutes. That's disappointing.
So Chris says, you guys said we can't make changes, so you really think we don't need the changes? These local players are not good enough. Chris, you're talking about the panelists? You're talking about the people in the chat? What are you talking about in terms of, when you say you guys said we can't make changes, talking about in terms of the composition of the team, local versus overseas? I'm not sure. You got to provide more perspective, Chris, so we can understand what you're saying.
Well, listen, I'm gonna reframe the discussion, because I don't want it to be local versus whoever. We have a crop of players, and they're all Jamaican, and Low and Albers let us down tonight. I'm not gonna say just because somebody came from overseas they're better, or somebody came from Jamaica they're not as good. What I will say is those guys did not perform well tonight.
So I'm gonna apologize to those in the comment section, because I was emotional tonight. I actually had my heart set on us winning 2-1 tonight. I am very perturbed and disturbed and frustrated about all of this. So yes, my emotions came out tonight, because when you're watching the football, you think you understand the football. You're seeing players playing. You see players playing their heart out. I mean, the DJs, the Pinnocks, the Blakes, even Low. People are passionate. They want to win. They want to win for the country. They want to win for us, and it didn't work out. So yes, we should be passionate. It's unfortunate we lost, and our campaign is now in titters, frankly.
I think that I wonder about the mental preparation of the players, because I'm not quite sure. When they came out, they looked flat. They looked a little bit lost. And they were playing, frankly, they were playing beneath their own standards. Even if there's some lack of quality there, those crop of players could have done a better job. So, there was some mental preparation issues. I don't know if the guys were too relaxed, too confident, and then they came out and, were nervous. I'm not quite sure what it is, but, the team psychologists need to give them a talk.
Yeah, Mr. Dimension says, not having Grant bite us and not starting with 2 strikers was a mistake. I don't agree with not starting with 2 strikers. If we did start with 2 strikers, we'd be under more pressure. Mexico spread the field. They had good possession. They played the ball out wide and came inside. They exploited what they deemed to be weakness on the right side of the field, which turned out to be correct. They attacked through the wings. They tried to play the ball between the right back and the right center back in the early parts of the game. They were looking for weaknesses. They were trying to penetrate. They were exploiting where they see weaknesses. They did a good job. We were resilient for most of the games. For most of the game, we were resilient. We played with our heart. I think Pinnock was exceptional. I think DJ played well. I think some players, the moment must have got to them, because Rabbit wasn't in the game. Lowe obviously got a red card. Javon Brown struggled. Powell came on struggled. So it was a tough night. I am not going to blame the players per se, because we are what we are in terms of what ability we have. And they tried. Some players didn't do as well as they should. So yes, I was emotive during the stream, but now I'm much more composed and can be much more reflective and much more thoughtful of my comments. So I'm gonna get rid of the fan watching the game, and not try to be a very composed analyst, which has escaped me all evening, and basically say, look, the players played hard. Mexico was relieved. They lost the previous 2 games. They could see another loss coming. We were into the 88th minute. Even with 10 men, we were very resilient. I thought Moore played well. I thought Pinnock played well. I thought Taxi played well. I thought Greg Lee played well. We struggled on the right side of the field. Even though they came through the middle sometimes, they didn't really get a lot through the middle, frankly. It was mainly from the wings. And it was unfortunate that, we gave up that first goal, and the second one came right after that, which was tragic, basically. And Javon Brown getting injured, even though I thought Javon struggling the first part of the game, was really unfortunate. Really unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, even when Javon was not doing well, he was in the game. Alvis Powell came on and just looked like, I don't know, he just was not ready for the game.
Yeah. So Random says, all the panelists cost a bit more. Let me see who will go and blame now. Look, I would say that before the game started, there was almost consensus on the starting lineup. One or two positions, maybe one out wide. But I think there was almost consensus. No one complained about the back four. I don't think anyone really complained about the midfield. Antonio's going to start. So we talked about Lamar Walker. We talked about Flemo a little bit. But I don't think anyone thought we had better people, maybe Reed, maybe Burke, to play out wide. So one can't complain about the setup and or the team that was put on the field from the 23, right? So we got that. So the next question is, how did we play? The Mexicans dominated possession. We couldn't keep possession. Our keeper, our right back, and our right center back, who got most of the ball in the first half, were not making good passes to the midfield or up front to get us in the game. That was a struggle. When the ball went on the left side, I thought Taxi and Pinnock did okay. Ravel was nowhere present, and when he touched the ball, he was letting the ball go. And hear the coach at halftime, the people in the stands who were limited were saying Ravel should be removed. You can blame the coach for that, which is if Ravel is not contributing offensively, and we know he's trying defensively, then he shouldn't be on the field. And he's not had a good campaign, and he played pretty poorly. And that was reflective of how he played tonight. It looked like somebody who went party last night and struggled to play in the game. I hate to say that.
And another thing to consider is that the coach we saw in the Peru game, the makings of a high pressing game in the first half, moving the ball around with some measure of confidence. And the coach said that he wanted to play more of an attacking game. Now, assuming that's what they did during practice, assuming that he stuck to that plan, one of the things that let us down, obviously, is player execution. Because at no point in the game, really, did we really high press or play an attacking game. So, listen, you want us to compare Tapa to Paul Hall. This is really Paul Hall's second game. He chose a team, I think, that was a pretty decent team. The execution wasn't there. Nevertheless, even though the execution wasn't there, we had the game up until the 80th minute, right? And, we just let ourselves down.
So someone's saying Jamaica ran out of ideas minutes before the first goal and started booting the ball up the pitch. Yeah, when you're playing in a low block, you're trying to counterattack. You're going to have one person up front most times to have the defense be honest. But it's tough. It's tough with 10 players, especially a more technical team. I'm not going to blame the team when they have 10 players because you're playing short and the team's more technical than you. You're a double whammy, right? It's very, very difficult. But we had one chance to be in the second half when the ball was given to Gray and he tried to go back to Ravel. He's got to take that in, get fouled or score. And in the second half, we made a change at right back and the player on the right position wasn't as perceptive as he should be, wasn't as aware as he should be, and gave up two instances where the left winger got the ball when he shouldn't have, the one header. The second where he scored, the right back has to do a better job. Sorry, I have to. Don't want to blame anyone for anything, but he has to do a better job.
Right, and the guys they have not really, just their whole passing game, their whole speed of thought, moving off the ball, giving each other options. The Mexican team was a lot more dynamic in terms of its movement. It was, more orchestrated. More confident.
We keep saying we should press. We're not even fit to press. People are not watching the game, Neil. The Mexicans are fit. They're running all game. They're on because when you have the ball, Neil, you have energy. It's harder when you don't have the ball to have energy. When you have the ball, you have energy. You'd be surprised when you have the ball how you have energy. When you don't have it, the energy dissipates.
The Mexicans were light on their feet, and most of us on a Jamaican team were flat-footed and heavy. That's just the truth. And I mean, when you're playing down and you're being outplayed, yes, that can happen. But you know, I don't
So
know. We didn't.
I'm gonna read a comment. Robinson said Ravel is a maestro. He's not a maestro. He's a bus conductor. I don't think any bus conductor he'd lose all his fear. He was not good tonight. Crank is a reason why Philly dropped Alvarez. Alvarez didn't put himself in glory. Campbell's in the process of getting rehired. For what? Alvarez probably stop playing for Jamaica. Alvarez didn't redeem himself tonight. You can get a lot of blame because the goals came from his side, and they came when he came on the field, which is not by happen chance that happened. It's not by just random it happened. He didn't put himself in glory tonight. Brown time. Yeah, Brown didn't have a great game either. I mean, he worked really hard. Second half, he was better, but he was challenged in the first half. Damon is saying Andre should have punched out the ball upon the first goal. Great tired. Gray just came on the field. Alvarez tired. Marcin get clear shot and pass it off to a man when I have clear shot. Yeah, I know. Ready to pull the trigger. Yeah, it's frustrating. Come people, we have about 300 people in the chat. Please hit up the like button. If you don't like what I'm talking about tonight, and people say I'm emotive, which I've been, I apologize, but I had to be because I was hoping we'd win and give ourselves a chance going forward, but we didn't. Wade Nelson said, Powell, you know what? I'm going to switch this act. I'm going to move my thing to my monitor. I don't want to see CBS anymore. We're already lost. Let me move. You can go ahead, Neil. I'm going to move my thing to my monitor so I can look at the
Powell did not know his assignment before coming on the back post open on both occasions, even though Blake made an error. Yeah, I agree with you, Wade. You know, I don't know if he didn't know his assignment, but I mean, you know, you're an experienced player. And you know you're supposed to position yourself, but he just didn't have the awareness. I mean, he didn't even know where the ball was. So you know.
Yeah, I mean, do we call it assignment? You're playing right back. Your first assignment is to look inside because the more dangerous inside. Do I have cover inside? Yes, I do. Now let me look outside. Who's behind me? Who's beside me? Did he glance at the man? He was marking more. Why are you covering more? More has a man covered. Cover your man. And the ball's coming over, you're looking at the ball. Go feel where the man. You got to feel him and touch him and lean into him. At a minimum, put him off so he doesn't get a powerful header in. And it was too close to the post. We had good defensive balance. That wasn't a bit balanced defensive balance issue. That was a person making a mistake. It wasn't about defensive balance. The person making a mistake. So it's very frustrating.
You look like a schoolboy.
Jay saying, yeah, Kronk, I hear you, but how do we change this? Where do we go from here? Bringing in 4 or 5 players before a match doesn't seem to work for me. Yeah, but think about it, Jay. If we use our local players, would that give us a better result, a better outcome? Okay, if you look at the team play tonight, I don't think that's the case. We should bring in 15 players. I'm sorry. I don't know what the solution is, but we have to find one. At this moment, we have to find one. We need to go source better players. And we do have those better players develop more chemistry. It's hard to do.
And I think also that even if we use local players, if we use players who are in the diaspora, one thing is for sure, we need more preparation. We basically build this team from top down. You know, we had Tapa Reckitt, then we had Paul Hall come in. The truth of the matter is that these guys really haven't played a lot of games or as many games together as they should. You know, and the truth is, you know, without that cohesion and the guys knowing each other, and not just, you know, personally, but how you play, how you move off the ball, how you support each other, how to you know, make a measured pass. You know, those things you could tell when you look at the Jamaican team that this is something that we, you know, kind of mash together, and we're trying to make a Pinocchio into a human.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle is saying we showed resilience. Well, here's a more positive comment and a more positive take and a more balanced approach, which is we showed resilience, good fight, held them off to 88 minutes. Yeah, we did actually. We actually could have held them off for the entire game if we played a little bit smarter. But you're right, we did hold them off. We got the red card at the end of the first half, even though we were under pressure from the first half. We held them off for another 30 minutes or 35 minutes, but had a lapse or 2 lapses and see what happened. Jamal said Powell always left the player that he's responsible for on mark in the box and ran towards the goalkeeper. Just go back and watch the tape to see all the goals that he didn't defend. Yeah, he didn't defend any tonight. They had 2 chances on his side, and they both end up in the net.
You know, you have to make.
It's just the players are simply not ready at all. Yeah, I am of the view that I don't think it's look. I think Whitmore made some decisions which are questionable. I think Paul Hall tried to pick a good team and put him on the field. I think the players showed some courage tonight. But let's be honest, whether they're British-based players or Jamaica-based players, frankly, tonight, we didn't keep the ball well. Mexico dominated possession. We weren't in the game for most of the game. We scored a good goal off a corner. But think about the game in its holistic, in its totality. Were we actually in this game? Yes, we could have won the game. But was it because of how well we played, or because we got a good goal and then tried to defend? Right? It wasn't as if we played well, we created chances, we kept the ball, we moved the ball upfield. We didn't do that tonight. We could have won the game, yes. But did our play warrant winning? No. Could we have won? Yes. Was it defensive mistakes? Yes. We were resilient? Yes. All those could be true. Resilient, played hard, was motivated, fought, left it all out on the field. But then there's the other side to it, which is defensive lapse in the last part of the game, players coming on not as ready as they should be, players not being aware, not being deductive in how they're assessing the play and how it's built up, not taking chance, knowing that the gray situation, the Mars situation up the field. When you're under so much pressure, you got to take the chance when you get it. And the one that Gray got, and Gray ran like he was in quicksand. And you guys saying Gray should start. I'm watching Gray run. I keep telling you guys, he's not the same Gray who played for Watford. His age is showing, his speed is showing a lack thereof. And you saw it tonight. He was running like it was in hot coals or in mud. So not to blame players, but now I can be more balanced in my approach given that the game is over and not in the midst of the game. But at the end of the day, we didn't play well enough to win the game. Could have won it, but we didn't play well enough to win. And if you're fair and objective in your assessment, you'll say the same thing. Did the Mexicans create a ton of chances? No, they were being precise. They were thoughtful about how they're approaching us. They were looking for those opportunities. We didn't give them much, frankly. So the defense has to take some credit, especially given that we're down to 10 minutes in the second half. But it didn't work out. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, another thing that has really worked against us is the whole logistics. We get some other players, but not all of them. Some players are out for personal reasons. Some players are injured. I mean, the truth of the matter is, somebody said we're salt. We really are salt. I don't think any of us feel in our heart that we've ever assembled our strongest squad. And so, at the end of the day, though, no matter which squad you assemble, thanks to the vloggers, we've seen the players in training. We've seen them boxing the ball, 1 touches, quick 2 touches. But when they get on the field, they don't seem to be able to execute that against an opposition. It's like it goes out of their head, or they're afraid. I'm not quite sure what it is. So we don't have that. Somebody says, well, maybe if a Maggie was there. The truth is Maggie can get the ball and turn. But he doesn't really have the defensive cover that he needs to provide.
He would never be as bad as Ravel is. Sorry, Ravel has been. I'm a Ravel supporter. I've always advocated for Ravel. He was atrocious.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that. Did Ravel have a bad game tonight? Can he do better? I think we feel that way, but we didn't see the brevity that was required from attacking midfielder to get the ball, beat a man or two, or just one man and make a pass, down a lane or something like that. It wasn't there. In fact, the only person I see beat a Mexican player tonight was Walker. Okay,
twice and he got fouled. You're right.
Yeah, Antonio
didn't. Flemo didn't. I think Flemo had 1 dribble when 4 people around him. But it's not even about beat, Neil. It's more about how do I move the space, get the ball, receive the ball, turn, make a pass.
Well, Cranky, look, when you
but those DJ and Speedy a little bit, but they didn't have the support from Rafael or why.
But this is Cranky. The difference is, right, that because the players are so static and they're not moving off the ball, when you beat a man, you've created a space. True. You understand? You're looking for a pass. I mean, that's not there. It is not there. The players are not moving off the ball well enough. Their speed of thought is just way too slow. If they execute it in training, they're not bringing it to the games.
Yeah, Doug is saying the fans, or George Doug is saying the fans must understand the reality that this squad does not have the talent and the ability to perform at the top teams in CONCACAF. That's a fact. Well, I mean, I think at this point, us fans have to realize that you are what your record says you are. I repeat that. You are what your record says you are. Now, record says we have won one game out of what, 9? You are what your record says you are. You can't disguise it. You can't make excuses for it. It is what it is. If you win 1 out of 9, you can't compete with the top teams in CONCACAF. It's a fact, no matter what we want to say. Now, could we have assembled a better team? Yeah, but even so, some of the players we have brought in, even the English players, have let us down, frankly. It's across the board. Whether it's the administration, and I don't want to go back to beating the JFF tonight, but they have to take responsibility. The coaching staff take responsibility. And more importantly, the players take responsibility because they have underachieved. I don't think it's just talent alone. I think they've just underachieved, and it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Rudy's saying, you're 95% right. Pinnock was okay. He was great, Pinnock. Was not okay. He was great, Pinnock, and DJ were the only guys that want to win. I don't think they're the only guys that want to win. I think they're only guys, just 2 of the guys who played really, really well and showed they belong. You know, even Antonio didn't have a good game. He's getting the ball up top. He's getting pushed over. He didn't have a good game holding the ball up, but then there was nobody to hold the ball and play the ball too when he got the ball. So yeah. I would agree that Pinnock was exceptional, actually. This wasn't good, he was exceptional.
Yeah, those guys show belief, you know. They like you said, like they belong there. I mean, the rest of the guys, they don't want to hold on the ball. It's like hot patty, you know, like get rid of this, you know.
So Brandon Webb made an interesting point. He said, we tried Jamaica. Please stop slandering our players. It's not a good look. There is no shame losing to Mexico. Disappointing as it is. Analysis can be done without disparaging players.
I don't think I'm disparaging.
You have to be, you know, Brandon, think about it this way. If you do an analysis, you're calling out what you're seeing. Is it disparaging players? Is it denigrating players? Is it belittling players? Is it bashing players? I'm going to use every word that describes what is deemed to be negativity about a player. You're calling. So how would you suggest we analyze the game and provide an objective perspective based on what? Style of play, strategy. What should we use as the basis to assess how we did and how we lost? So it's not degrading. It's saying that we had a team on the field, we didn't keep the ball. That's assess of the team. Then what informs that is the 11 players on the field. How did each player contribute to how we play? That's how you assess. I'm not sure how you assess. If you want to call it bashing or you want to call it denigrating or belittling, I'm saying you're doing an analysis. I've never heard a game where you analyze the game and you don't call out individual players who may have contributed positively to the outcome.
Hold on, and then one player made a rash tackle and got sent off with a red card.
Neil, is something happened with your volume, Neil?
That is not something.
Neil, you're not frozen. Not sure what happened. So until Neil comes, go ahead, Neil. No, you're still broken up, Neil. Something is wrong with you touched something, Neil. I'm not sure what you touched, or is it your internet?
Can you hear me now?
Fresh God, I would start the post match, but I know where coach is. Fresh God is asking me to start the post match. Yeah, Fresh God, I would love to, but I haven't heard back from coach, and he has to start it. He has to set it up. So let me see if I can reach him, Fresh, and we can start it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on this live stream. We should start the post match and try to reach Coach Minty so we can do so. So don't go anywhere. Just come on to the next link. Hopefully I can reach him. I'm sure he's probably on his way back from the stadium because I thought he was going to connect with me and we can start the post match and also bring people on to be on the panelist because my mouth is dry. See, I need my water. I'm talking for 3+ hours. But yes, Fresh God, good reminder. We should start the post match. This is the start of the post match, though, Fresh God, frankly. We just haven't.
Right. This is the start of the post match.
It is a post match because the game is over. We're going to start a new stream, everyone. Hope you can join us on the new stream. Let me find Coach and we can start it, so don't go anywhere. All right? All right, Neo, let me try to end this broadcast and have Coach start a new one if I can find him.
Okay, Stan.
All right, thanks. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being
Respect.
here. Really appreciate you being us. I know I was a little bit emotive. I wouldn't call it a little bit, a lot emotive in doing the broadcast, but
This is how we chat amongst family. This is how we chat amongst family, okay?
yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not making excuses for myself. If I don't want to bash me, I deserve it. Anyway, catch you on the next live. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone. And hit the like button before you go, and hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Thanks. We're going to try to start a new stream. Let me find a coach and we'll do some.